Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a minor. But made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it? It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games, whole world clueless. Selling their soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly, let God prepare us. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame, ever blinking the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Man, dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd Without Fear, got the homie, Carter presents. Welcome to episode 255 of the Blerd Cave, the #1 comic book news stream on this Ernie Earth on the multiverse that you can also find on Spotify. You can find us on Google, Amazon, probably on a potato. I don't know. But if you do, make sure that you give us a rating. Give us a rating. It helps us find more listeners like yourself. And of course, if you like what you see here, make sure you click that like button here too, because it helps us out. Let YouTube know where you like to be on Saturday mornings and or afternoons, depending on what part of the world you live in. These here United States, or even out amongst the world. It might be nighttime where you are right now. There's no telling.
Oh yeah, it is in the UK.
Yes.
You know, from LJ Brown, it's like 7 or 8, 9 o'clock at night or something.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to say, if it is like I know, and I know there's a few, not a lot, but I know there's a few of y'all where it's like, man, it's probably like 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I tip my hat to y'all. Okay, I tippeth my hat. Oh wait, hold. Let me do this real quick because I feel just a touch low. Okay, there we go. All right, fixed it. So, man, look, Carter, we're gonna do things a little bit different today. I'm gonna do a little bit different. I have a story to tell. Carter, so I'm going to give you the floor for a moment because I might take a while. Carter, how are you doing?
I streamed 3 days in a row on Twitch.
I saw. I actually did not get to actively watch, but like I snuck in.
Stop. Do you see how, like, yeah, you did. That's what your face said. My face was the same as your face, just every time I start streaming. But yeah, streamed 3 days in a row over on Twitch. That was very unbecoming of me. I don't do things like that, but a few people popped up. Just some familiar faces came in. We had some good vibes. It was all around good vibes. But fuck how I'm feeling. Ernie, what you been reading before you get into your story?
Yeah, let me do that real quick. Well, you know what I'm reading? I can't talk about it, but I can tell you what I'm reading.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm reading Akagon, Brutalizer of Gods, issue '2.
Oh, okay. I'm reading #1 myself.
Yeah. Courtesy of the Good Brothers.
Yeah.
Marewa and Dotun. They hooked your boy up.
Yeah.
They hooked your boy up with an advanced copy of issue #2. So yeah, your boy was quite pleased. I will say, oh man, I can't talk about. Yeah, I can't talk about what's going on in it.
Don't even dangle that carrot in front of your face. Okay, okay.
All I'm gonna do, all I will say is, this is gonna be my only one for the show.
Okay,
nigga. Carter, know what I mean with like.
Okay. That's kind of the same energy when I saw that Stanford Green interview that pissed me off because I wasn't a part of it. But I ain't gonna throw it in your face that I wasn't a part of it because you didn't tell me when it was gonna happen. You just kind of did it and didn't say nothing to nobody. I'm gonna tell you something that I've been reading that I completely forgot had come out, even though we had talked about it on the cave, and I forgot it was a thing. But I saw that in my shop this week. Rat City is something that you and I talked about because that's one of these several new books that are coming out of Spawn 350. It is 2 issues in right now, and I'm actually surprised at what that book is. Since I know you have not read it,
No, I have.
of course
I'm aware of it, but I have not read it.
So the honest to God way I could describe that book,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't mean this as a knock or an insult, but it is what it is, and I mean it in the nicest way I can say it. It's Spawn 2099.
That's what it looked like to me. Not gonna lie.
That's and again, I cannot stress it enough. I do not mean that as an insult. I'm just telling you what it is. And yeah, it's Spawn 2099. I've enjoyed the first 2 issues so far, and this is one of those cases that you and I have talked about before. Like a lot of other Spawn adjacent books are really good when Tom McFarlane ain't doing that.
Man, look, I will forever say you'll never be able to get me to not say it. Spawn is, to me, always better. When Todd ain't got no fingers on it.
We have Rat City is, and that's a slick way to not let people in on the fact that this is a whole new Spawn in the future. But yeah, we got a new person that's taken up this mantle, but it's because of Al Simmons. Something Al Simmons did in 2019 with some shenanigans there because of an explosion. Actually, it was so much power that it affected the far future. So we got some shenanigans there, but I need to. But those, like I said, those 2 issues I've read were good. I need to catch up on Sam and Twitch. I didn't know that third issue opened. In Sam and Twitch, I think it's like 2-3 issues.
Okay. God damn.
Maybe 3, but I want to for sure say 2. But I didn't know the 3rd issue of Ultimate X-Men came out. I got to read that because I'm sorry that book that I'm having fun with Ultimate X-Men, but
it's good. It's the first time Ultimate X-Men has ever been good.
See, and I didn't read the original because it was too close. Okay, so we using the same team, but like a little change here and
Get it up out of you.
Let's okay. You reading something you can't really discuss. I've been reading Rat City. Go check it out. Check out the first 2 issues, see what you think. But with all that being said, before we get to your story, because it's gonna be a little bit, let's get these super chats and things like that out of the way. LP3 Blerd Club Gold Edition. He is in there for 16 months. He is saying, "Good morning, Cave. Who were you?" Talking about you and me. Who were our MVPs for season 1 of X-Men 97? Because LP3's was Magneto with Rogue as a close runner-up. Disgusting. Levesta the Samurai, he is also in the Gold Club. Hope you've been in there for 21 months. I know you musty. What's up, y'all? Have either of you checked out TMNT Origins of the Foot Clan? You're digging the story so far, and the art is wonderful. I have not, because I actually had a tab open with Black, White, and Green because I need to read that.
Yeah, I actually got to talk to one of the people who worked on that.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And I will say this: me reading or me having TMNT Black, White, and Green pulled up, it makes me hope that Jason Aaron run is just all black and white.
Yeah,
that shit came out a week after our cave. I think it came out that same week, like that Wednesday.
It did
after our conversation. And I'm like, yeah, y'all got to do this. Y'all got to do this.
I know the temptation like people have that they want to see everything in color.
Yeah,
but man, if you have not checked out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Black, White, and Green, here's the thing. It's basically like an anthology style story. It's several different people. God damn, my phone's just like blowing the fuck up. Let me turn this shit off. Anyway, it was so full disclosure, it kind of leans into my story actually, but but basically long and short of it is it's like an anthology story. It's several different little stories in one book, and they all span different types of tones.
Mhm.
But the young lady, Paulina Ganeshu, who did I think one of the later stories in the book. I got to talk to
Yeah.
her the other day because she's
Okay.
doing Powerpuff Girls, and I was like, oh, dude, cool. But that said, yeah, I have not read the most recent issue
Mhm.
of the current Foot Clan book, but I've read the previous ones.
Yeah.
Anytime you get to focus on Karai, though, it's a win.
Gotcha.
So that said, I have a little. It's a little story time. I'm gonna try and keep it as brief as humanly possible because I know we have things to talk about. So don't worry, I'm keenly aware. Let's see here. Okay, so the long and short of it, is that I had the pleasure, and I mean pleasure, of kicking it with some of my comic book YouTube peers
Hmm.
last night. And I guess full disclosure. So not today. Next Saturday,
Yeah.
I will be participating in a charity stream with the artist formerly known as Comic Drake, now Trailer Drake. I will be kicking in with him, as well as I think Sal from Comic Pop might be playing. I know someone from Comic Pop is playing. Comic Tropes and like if you keep up with like the nice, decent, and rational side of comic book Twitter and comic book YouTube, there's a very high chance that there's going to be someone amongst those ranks that you may or may follow or you may or may not be aware of that I'm going to be playing Fortnite with. And last night we were doing a test run to make sure that everybody, because we're playing a custom game of Fortnite, so we wanted to make sure everything worked, everything was right. So there were a lot of people who had never played Fortnite before, so it took a lot longer than usual to get everything set up. And there were also a lot of people who had never streamed a video game before, so there was also some growing pains with that. But once we got everything going and popping off, I myself, alongside the TikToker, the Actor Bat, and a couple of other people whose names I honestly, off the top of my head, I do not remember. We were in a separate Discord voice channel than the other people because there were people who were actively trying to stream
Gotcha.
the comings and goings of their test stream.
Okay.
I did not want to do that because being in that part of the thing, it was like really chaotic because there was a lot of people trying to do it at once. No shade or anything, it just is what it is. And it was like a sensory overload for me. So I was like, I'm just gonna hang out in this other stream chat thingy. However, so we're playing now. When we're doing our test stream, Carter, we're supposed to be playing solos.
Yeah.
But I just so happen to get into the chat with some of the messiest motherfuckers that's going to be a part of this. And I mean that with love. But basically what ended up happening was we were like, hey, it's like 4 or 5 of us over here. How about we just team up? Like everybody just drop in the same place. And we was like, hey, and let's all use skins that we know nobody else is using. So we know who the other one is. So the first time we did it, we were just kind of fucking around. So like I picked Black Panther. I think the Actor Bat was Uraraka. Somebody else was Superman. Somebody else was Batman. And someone else was like a muscly fish man. And we were just sitting in the middle of Railway. Was it the something Railway? And yeah, you could play music now in the game.
What do you mean?
Like you can like when you do like your emotes, you can pull up a thing where like you actually like pull out a drum set or a guitar or some shit.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Okay.
So yeah, basically, we did that and formed a little makeshift band, and we're just playing all kind of random dumb shit, like just being funny. and then Drake pulled up on us and shot the shit out of us. And we were like, see, we tried to give peace a chance. So we said, all right, we load back in. It's just on site for everybody. And somebody else, I think it was Arcane in the Discord, said they were actually watching somebody else who was in the other side of it that was streaming that like was not a part of our group. And I want to say it was probably the Green Goblin that I killed at the end. But like, let me actually pull this up. I actually want to pull this up because this was actually kind of high key hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. But Arcade Pass. So they tagged me. They're like, Blur Without Fear. There is no actual way that was you. I'm here watching Crisis stream. Like, who are those guys teaming up? He said y'all popped out that motherfucker like three of the four horsemen, because basically at the end we lost a couple of people, so it was just three of us running around. We had like a 2-seater car. One of the dude, I think Superman was driving it, we had 2-seater car. Superman was driving it. Somebody else was riding shotgun, and I was on top of the car. just like crouched down as Black Panther and just blasting on fools. And one of the last two people left, we came around the corner like damn near like Tokyo Drift, and I was like, but yeah, basically like the folks that were on the other side, they were like, dude, what the hell is going on, man? These folks are teaming up on us.
Wow.
And yeah, he said Crisis drove past y'all. He said y'all started lighting his ass up. He was confused as hell. So he was all like, why? He's like, 3 guys just started focus firing his ass. He said seeing a Black Panther on the victory screen and seeing it was you had me cracking up for real. So yeah, there you go. That happened last night. But yeah, so next Saturday after the cave, I'll be streaming Fortnite. So there you go. I'll probably cut this stream and then immediately turn it back on, or I might take a break and then turn it back on because I think it's gonna be at 3, and we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, anyway, that was my yesterday. That was my yesterday. Anyway, that was fun times. It was fun times for the family.
Okay.
But anyway, Carter.
Yes.
Did you finish X-Men 97? Did you finish that up?
Don't let me lie to you.
Oh, he ain't finished it. Dang.
So, I'm actually happy you said this. I got something I got to do. Hold on.
Go.
Okay, so full transparency, because I have been so busy with stuff here. I haven't really. I've been lacking on X-Men 97. I have been behind. And I said earlier this week I was going to take the time, watch all these episodes, and catch up. And I was going to take the time to do this on a Tuesday. And I had a buddy of mine hit me up. For all you fighting game fanatics out there, shout out to my boy Lil Majin. He hit me up, said he was going to be in town. I say, okay. And now look at this. Here's my fucking story time.
Go.
So he said, hey, yo, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods. So I'm like, okay, Memphis boy. He's coming up here to hang with your boy. I said, okay, cool. Now, all he said was, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods soon. I said, okay, cool. Not 4 hours later, he hits me up and said, hey, I just landed. Like, wait,
goddamn.
So, a Cavassier sake Korean barbecue hours later, we are in Hollywood and in Beverly Hills clowning. So that's the reason that I haven't really just watched X-Men 97. But last week's Blerd Cave, okay? I wanted to do this here. So as you all know, Ernie will sometimes, if he is not busy or forgets it because he's doing several other fucking things, he'll send me the key things that we're going to be talking about on a Blerd Cave. One of which last week was supposed to be X-Men 97.
Yes.
Any of you all who watched last week's episode, you know I brought up X-Men 97 because I thought we were going to go into that discussion. He then said just him thinking about it live, since he had already talked about it on Nerds Culture, there really wasn't a reason to, I already said how I felt about it. So I'm like, okay. But
I still wanted you to talk about it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't care. I said, you know what? Since you said your piece on it, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
On to the next thing, questions, whatever the fuck we were going to be doing. Because I did not have anything to add to that conversation since prior to us going live that Saturday.
Yeah.
All I did was pull up the very last episode, which was that adamantium getting uplifted up out of Logan. So I hadn't seen the prior episodes. Before that, I had seen the Genosha massacre.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
That was it. So there wasn't really anything that I could contribute to that conversation because I had fallen behind because of life. Right.
Right. As one would.
There was a comment on last week's Blerd Cave saying, and I quote, I'm reading it right now, real shit, I don't like how Carter just got dismissed bringing up X-Men 97. If I wanted to watch Nerds of Culture, I would. How can I view your content, Carter? Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Oh my God.
I appreciate you trying to have your boys back. I appreciate it. But I was not dismissed. Once he said that he had already said his piece on it, and I knew I didn't have a damn thing to contribute to the X-Men 97 conversation, I was trying to push us on to talk about other shit so we could wrap this shit the fuck up.
That was basically, well, I mean, that's kind of how I took it when you said that you were like when you said, nah, I'm good. I was like here's the thing. Let me explain something to y'all. Because I know sometimes y'all think that shit run a certain way and it don't. So let me divorce you of this way of thinking. If Carter don't want to talk about something, I ain't his goddamn daddy. I can't make him talk about it.
Exactly. So,
and more importantly to the point, because look. I can only say this so many times, and once I say what I'm saying, I'm gonna give the room back to Carter. Okay. If for whatever reason you don't like how I run shit, and I'm talking to you, Carter, talking to you people listening, watching. If for whatever reason you don't like how I run shit, you don't like how I do business, there's one simple little thing your ass can do. And if you do it, guess what? You ain't got to worry about my ass no more.
Unfollow me.
Not gonna lie, that scared the hell out of me because I did not know you were gonna do that. That hit my ears, dog. That hit my ears.
My bad.
But I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I have the volume up like a certain length, so that shit cracked and it made me jump a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you.
Sorry,
but
my bad, y'all. I
I say this with all respect to that individual, to that brother. I respect you trying to have your boys back. That honestly, that part of it, it made me laugh and it made me like, damn, they really want to hear what I got to say about something. But in all honesty, I was not dismissed. I just knew I had nothing to contribute, and because I've been one of the main proponents that are trying to get this shit not to go past 3 hours, I just wanted to wrap this shit up and move the fuck along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all last week was.
Yeah.
I saw the thumbnail because I didn't know what we were going to be talking about before we started the show. I saw the thumbnail and I saw we were going to be talking about X-Men 97, and I was just kind of like, uh-oh. But I do have a few more episodes in me this go around. So I was there. I wasn't gonna I didn't get dismissed. I just had nothing to bring up. So like somebody said it in the chat. Oh, Carter saw his way out of it. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wrap this shit up. Let's go. Nope.
That's how I took it.
Yeah, Carter. You know what? Carter ain't got nothing. You already spoke your piece. Move on.
Well, here's the thing. I distinctly remember saying, no, you can go ahead and talk about it.
I said no. You spoke yours. Let's keep it moving. And
I swear,
I don't want to be somebody
ashy ankle motherfuckers.
Somebody in the chat saying the Carter Hive was coming after Ernie. But here's my thing. Somebody else in the chat said it. You didn't want to waste people's times. Exactly. I don't want to try to pull something out my ass to just say something, even though I'm really good at it. I'm really good at bullshitting. We ain't gonna talk about that.
I mean, like I said, look. Let me be honest with you. We both really good at bullshitting. Like, that's just it. The thing is, and it comes easy. But the thing is, oh wait, I just saw some. Oh wait. I think someone was still kind of hanging on the fact they're like, wait, little Majin? Talk about
yeah. I've known.
We both know Lil Majin.
yeah. But I don't.
He in our backyard. My backyard.
I can't stress enough that I really did appreciate somebody being so protective, but just in that instance, like we good over here. You know what? I wanted to give you clarification, but that shit was too. I have looked at that comment like 3 or 4 times this week, just laughing like, bro, that's dope. But to look to the little Majin thing, I've known him longer than Ernie.
Yeah,
but dog, we know him for some. I've known him for several years. That's my boy.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
Lil Majin used to yeah, it sounds crazy to say this, but Lil Majin used to hold clinics teaching folks how to play fighting games, like trying to help people get their weight up on like fucking Tekken, Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, pretty much any fighting game you could possibly want. Like I remember, like I didn't always go to them, but like a lot of times, like whenever he would do the stuff like up at like the arcade or something like that, that's usually where I would see Lil Majin, and we would kick it there. Yeah, but like back when Fun Fair was like a thing, like out in Hickory Hood. But like I remember sometimes like he would do some shit like either at his house or at somebody else's house, and they would be like it would be like literally like putting on a fucking clinic, trying to show people how to get their shit together in like Tekken and whatnot. Like, and that's like I actually attribute Little Majin to how good I did get at at playing like I never really got good at Tekken. Tekken's not my game. Like I can play it, but man, I don't take it seriously. But like when it came to shit like Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, MVC, and Capcom versus Street Fighter, shit like that. Yeah, dude, he helped me get my weight up, and Soul Calibur helped me get my weight up significantly in the game.
Oh, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna let y'all know some. I'm gonna let y'all know some tech real quick.
Yeah.
Because I was painfully reminded of this tech. Because here's the thing about Terrell. If you all are watching his live streams and he has this like really calm look on his face, but like he's not really looking at you.
Yeah.
And he's talking. You can tell when somebody is purposely trying to talk a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
That brother is sauced, okay?
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you what happened, Ernie. Let me tell you what happened. So he calls me. The hotel, the reason he was here because of some tech and stuff. And the hotel they put him in was in fucking West Hollywood, over there by Beverly Hills. I felt poor just driving through there. But he said, "Hey, make sure you drink a Coke before you get here." I'm like, what you want me to drink a Coca-Cola for? As a chaser, bruh. Like, because I'm already sipping on something. I said, wait, what? Yeah, bro. I'm sipping on some Cavassier right now. Bruh, it's 5:30. Why are you sipping on Cavassier at 5:30?
Hey, when you that nice with King, you could do that.
Okay. So imagine the combination, Ernie, of Cavassier and soju with no chasers.
Man, how you live like that?
So if you ever see him just like this on stream,
yeah, he lit. Yeah, he's super lit. He litty two titty is what he is. That's what he is.
Just going back to the previous point, and then we can go ahead and move on. Can I tell you, even though that, I'm gonna tell you why I like that comment, Ernie, because it showed me that I had something that I did not know I had.
Mr.
Blerd Without Fear, sir. Just so you and everybody else is aware, from that YouTube comment, I got shooters.
Hey.
So if any of you, I'm gonna use a phrase you have used to describe somebody. White bread ass people, and I'm not talking about race. I'm just you dry ass white bread content creators out here that if y'all feel some type of way about us or you're making snarky comments, just know you already knew that Ernie had shooters.
Oh yeah, I got shooters.
And now it is now confirmed. I got the motherfuckers too.
Oh yeah, I got the motherfuckers on Twitter too. Because like, man, there was motherfuckers like there was some folks trying to come for me because of my take on Storm on Twitter. And dude, I was like, oh shit. I was like, I got motherfuckers out here defending my honor. Okay, let's go. I said, oh, so that's what this is like. Also, by the way, I've left this up here to say, hey, if you've not done so already, you should go follow Black Gay Comic Geek because they're awesome. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that.
Yeah.
By the way, what's up, fam? But no, the reality of the matter is, and yeah, once again, I'm gonna do this in such a way that I don't blow Carter's ears out. But the reality is this. Just saying. Just in case y'all didn't know.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
Oh, you don't know about our boy?
Who is that?
Toby and Wigway?
No.
Yeah.
I thought it. See, now I feel nasty. Dog, I thought that was John Legend.
No, that's Toby and Wigway. Yeah. That dude, he cold a motherfucker. That dude, he has so many bank. Like, did you ever watch that Transformers Rise of the Beast?
Yes.
Remember the black dude that that old boy was like stealing cars for and shit?
Yes.
Yeah, that's him. He's a rapper.
Okay.
And he is cold the motherfucker too. He is cold the like his free. Like, if you ever look him up, look up Toby Igwingwe freestyle.
Arcane just put it in the chat. Okay.
There you go. Yeah. That motherfucker, he a cold. That's a cold, grimy some bitch. And I mean that in the nicest way humanly possible. Connor Hawkeye out here got us with them 50 bitties. Says, ain't no way we're gonna act like Basher did steal Seth's move for Street Fighter 4.
Dog. Okay. Now that I know, so here's the thing that I remember a lot of. It reminded me of I can't remember who that was that said it on Twitter before I got off of Twitter, but they said that they had been trying to incorporate like moves from X-Men versus Street Fighter for Cyclops, and they wanted him to do some of his shit there. So when I saw Cyclops fighting Bastion, and he real deal did the optic blast super. It even had the same dimensions and everything with it. All that was missing was him doing this.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. I thought that was dope. The FGC stuff, that the fighting game shit that I did catch in that last episode for sure. That was dope. That was dope.
Oh yeah. Like all the way. Oh, what's up?
So Mr. January 16th. Ernie and I had a discussion about that last week. He doesn't have the original file to edit the intro. So it's going to take a lot more work. But I swear to y'all, at some point, I'm going to get him to do BBL Drizzy as the goddamn countdown song just to get y'all off guard. Because we got to keep y'all up. We got to keep y'all up, man. We got to make sure your reactions are good one good time.
It'll be a thing at some point. We got another one here, another Fitty Bitties from Connor Hogg. So I was surprised how many people didn't know the blue area of the moon in X-Men 97. I've seen people confused about how Rogue was breathing in space. That's the thing. I thought it was funny because like there were so many other portions of the show where I feel like you should have asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
Like case in point, when Sunspot and Jubilee were like floating in space, not on the blue area of the moon, but you know, hey, what the fuck do we know? We've also got let's see, what's this here? We got $5 from Dan from LP3. I was reading ahead. Did you get a chance to see the Eisner Award nods for 2024? I didn't realize that Kelly Thompson was killing it this year. Very good picks this time. Yes, Kelly Thompson is nominated not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 times in the writers category. I think she is nominated for The Cull. She's nominated for Birds of Prey. She is nominated for a God, I can't remember the name. It's a creator-owned book that she has that I haven't got a chance to read yet, but I've heard good things about it. It's actually one of her more adult titles. She's also nominated for something. Oh, she's nominated for It's Jeff.
She's nominated for the Cull. She's nominated
that's what I
for
said.
Birds of Prey.
And then she's nominated for Best Overall Writer.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the nominations and everything now.
Mm-hmm. We were actually going to talk about it as a story, but like I didn't know whether or not.
Well, there's your damn book. There's your book right there.
Yeah, you already know what time it is. Also, speaking of, actually, well, you know, it's funny. Speaking of the devil, I literally just got to talk to Kelly Thompson the other day. So, because she is also working on Powerpuff Girls over at Dynamite.
I saw a local man and was like, I know you probably squealed. I know you squealed.
Oh yeah, no, I went ahead and kissed her ring while talking to her on the interview. So. So yeah, and told her I felt on Twitter the other day. But yeah, no, actually, first off, I'm gonna just cause I can do this is my show, I can do what I want. I'm gonna drop the bomb for Kelly Thompson because she's out here, and I want to make it very clear. She is literally like, I know she probably wouldn't say this because like, just kind of having talked to her, she has a very particular opinion about herself, but like, she is like one of the nicest people, like just really cool. Like her sense of humor is very much my type of sense of humor. Like, I don't know how to, like, without making it sound weird, like her personality is very similar to my wife's. Like very... like at the same time self-deprecating, but also at the same time very snark, very sarcastic. And I was tripping. I had a good ass time talking to her. She was great.
The best writer category, like she is in there. That is the Avengers, dog.
Oh yeah,
for this best writer, dog.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh, Mariko Tamaki, Tom Taylor,
Yep.
Kelly Thompson, Mark Wade, G. Willow Wilson, Stephen Gray. Those are that's some heavyweight motherfuckers in that category.
Look, the only thing that motherfucker did say was a symbol. Okay. So yeah. It like this isn't like some little like the Eisners are the real deal. The Eisners are the real deal.
No motherfuckers coming out with an imprint. Good God.
Man. And the thing is, they kind like it's kind of funny because if I'm not mistaken, I think all of them at some point, because there's a new thing called Distillery, and I think all of them have done
Yeah.
something for it at some point.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Because your boy got a book over there. It's called Spectrograph.
Yes.
James Tinian. I haven't
Yep.
started that yet.
I need to actually read. That's actually on my list of stuff to read.
Okay.
And let's see here. We also got the homie Dan the Man. This is where we got another 5. Says,
Hey.
how's it going, pimps? Do you think we will ever see Secret Crisis become a thing? If yes, I think for the films, that's how you one up Secret Wars. So for those who don't know what Dan is talking about, Secret Crisis was something that was teased in Doomsday Clock.
Mm-hmm.
It was because everything in Marvel is a secret and everything in DC is a crisis. So yeah, Secret Crisis was kind of a way to kind of marry those two together. It was something that's actually teased for like I think sometime in the 2030s, but like I think it was like 2035, 37, something like that. If I don't remember the exact.
It was July 10th, 2030, and that's probably
2030, okay.
when we gotta wait. We gotta wait.
Yeah, we got a ways. But you know, if they did that shit, if they actually lived up to it, do you know how many motherfuckers would be hollering? So we also got Black Gay Comic Geek in here with the $4.99. Says thanks for the love. Got to return it back because I'm trying to be fly like you. How long do you think we got to wait for X-Men 97 season 2, especially with Bo gone? Okay, so here's the funny thing about that. We know that X-Men 97 is in the editing phase right now.
Yeah.
For season 2. So we may not have to wait long. And here's the thing. Here's the good news. Because I've actually talked about this before. While Bo did not write the entirety of season 2, they are working off a lot of his notes because he did help develop season 2 before he was removed from it. I'm actually kind of curious to know exactly what they're going to do because there's a lot of ways it can go. They're taking a lot of story. Like, I can tell you this right now. 2 story arcs off rip, three story arcs you can read off rip. And I'm actually plotting to do videos about these as well. Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix. Rise of Apocalypse.
Yeah. And
then X-Men Blood of Apocalypse. Those 3 storylines. I'm telling you right now, those are the storylines that... Oh, and you know what? I don't even want to tell you all this because I was actually saving it for a video. I know there's some people that are a little mad I didn't talk about Storm in my X-Men 97 season finale video. It's because I actually have a separate video that I
loaded.
Yeah, it's not going to come out just yet. I want to hold on to it just a little bit longer. But all I'm going to say is this: I would not be surprised if a little storyline called Magic, Storm, and Ilyana does not come up next season. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, hey, out here, got my peoples out here, love to see it, because they be trying to pretend we ain't out here like this. But no, let's
get to the shits.
Let's get into the shits because I got in a little trouble. This week. I got a little trouble this week, man. Some people got a little angry with me.
Like typical Blerd without fear, angry, nerds of culture. What is this black dude saying? Angry, or is it like your standard? Oh Lord, Rob done said something else on Twitter again. Angry. Which one of them angries was it?
It's kind of a mix of things, if I'm being honest. So okay, let me give you the background. I'm gonna give you the background. So okay, so here's the thing. Storm in X-Men 97 episode 10, a lot of people came to the conclusion that Storm is nothing more than a Mammy. Now, I want to put some things out here. If you don't know what a Mammy is, well, it's pretty simple. Here, actually, let's. Well, that's not the thing it's actually supposed to show, but yeah, hey, we'll lean with a rock with it. So this is a Mammy right here. I'm gonna zoom this in just because I want y'all to kind of understand where I'm coming from here. A Mammy, in old timey parlance, is a black woman, typically in a slave situation, who's a caregiver for the slave owner's white children, does stuff around the house, looks after the missus, keeps the house basically does all the work in the house more or less so that the woman of the house, the white woman of the house, doesn't have to do anything. And this isn't something that's exclusive to slavery. I mean, it's technically something that you could even say existed after slavery, though we just started referring to them as nannies to be nice about it. My granny technically operated in a capacity like this. She used to be a nanny for affluent white families, and sometimes I would go to these families' homes with her while she did the housekeeping, the cleaning, the cooking, and all that shit, and played with the kids in the house or whatever. So don't get it twisted. Stuff like that existed long after slavery. The circumstances of it were different because my granny got paid for her time. But all that said, yeah, pretty much, yeah, almost every other woman in Roots. That's basically it. It still exists. It's not gone. It's not gone. The concept of a Mammy is a very real thing. It still exists to this very day. It is something that, and I would even dare say, it's the only difference I think now versus maybe 40 years ago is that you're probably just as likely to see your Latina sisters out there kind of doing the same thing. Like as operating as a nanny. You're also more likely to see like other immigrants operate in this capacity as well. That's really the only thing that's changed, is that it's no longer exclusive to black people. But when you say the word Mammy, it evokes a very specific thing, and that's where you evoke more of a black presence. And once again, like, yeah, I pull this up here, like, situations like the Mammy's role is to literally just sit there, do what they are told, and make sure that the missus is happy, and make sure that the children are happy and taken care of. And it's not a this is not a glorious thing. Let me make it clear. But like I said here, let me zoom this in just a little bit so y'all can kind of see a little bit better. Like, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Now, here's the thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no, trust me. Yes, they and as Raja Harris has pointed out in the chat, and I want to make sure that it becomes incredibly clear that we're not just talking about, like, when you when you talk about a Mammy in the strictest sense, like right here, also victims of SA2. And here's the thing. You know how you would get you would hear about slaves, house slaves, like house Negroes, how you would always get those lighter skinned house Negroes in the house. Well, that SA is how you got that. Sound like I'm warming up a Drake diss. I mean, hey, if the next Drake diss is calling him, if it comes out, if Kendrick drop a track called Mammy, then, well, y'all know where it came from. I know Kendrick doesn't use ghostwriters, but this would be the one time. But yeah, I bring all this up in aid of saying that. I bring all this up in aid of the fact that Bo DeMaio got into it with some crusty, angry nerds. And basically, apparently, here, oh man, I love to see this shit, Carter. I love to see this shit. You have no idea how much I love to see this shit. So here, I'm gonna pull this up so you can see it. So, Yeah, Bo was just out here living his best life, just saying, "Hey, you wanted your Jean Grey moment? You're welcome." This was in response to the whole the whole Phoenix bit. And then someone else, I can't see the original tweet because apparently the person locked their shit down because they got their head busted. And ratioed for that matter. But Bo DeMaio said they're basically I remember the tweet. Basically, the guy said that Storm didn't get to do anything important in the X-Men 97, season finale, and that she was just a background character, and everybody else got to do stuff, and yada 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 yada, and that basically they took away they took away Storm's agency, and for all intents and purposes, just had her there to tick a box. That's basically the long and short of their statement. And Bo simply just said there is more to Black power and pride than action and violence. Because basically the main idea was that a lot of people were upset at the fact that in the X-Men 97 season finale, Storm did something that, while I think is probably came off as weird to some people, Storm tried to reason with Bastion.
Okay, and that's what I was gonna stop you.
Yeah.
Just when you said that tweet, because I'm listening to what you're saying, but I'm also reading chat. Thank you, Gearless Mo is in the building.
Oh,
already.
yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Don Heim is in the building as well. We'll read those in a second.
Yep.
But if you can bring that Bo DeMaio tweet back up real quick.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
He's okay. So he said that there is more to Black power and pride than action and violence. So that reads to me like he basically wanted Storm to be more Martin Luther, and everybody, or these specific people, wanted her to be more Malcolm. Is
more
that
or
basically
less.
the gist of it? Okay.
More or less. Because
Okay.
basically the long and short of it is that they were mad because Storm, they have a very specific image in their head of who Storm is. And I feel like a lot of people, when people have this opinion about Storm, it lets me know that you don't read comics.
I hate that you said that, because the first thing that popped into my head was, okay, the image they have in their head is what they have seen from Krakoa Storm.
Yeah, no,
and they think that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Keep going. I want you to keep going because you are saying something that someone else said in my mentions.
Okay, it seems like the majority, when they say they have this idea of Storm, it's not what they've read, but what they have seen in X spoilers from this Krakoan era of Storm, where she is just running the show, just ass whooping every which way, left and right. So I feel like, just from reading this, they think that is her prior to Krakoa, prior to this, prior to that. They just think that's been her the entire time, is what this screams to me.
Yeah, like let me keep it a buck with you.
Okay.
I have read a copious amount of Storm. Okay. And I don't mean like since I was a kid, or back when I was a kid. No, I'm talking like recently. I read a lot of Storm because I kind of feel like it's my duty as a Black man on these here YouTubes and social media places to be well read on the issues, to be well read on the characters that I stan. And the thing I kept trying to tell people was Storm's character, and I mean, I'm going to go down the line here with Bo DeMaio here. It says, Bo DeMaio goes on to say, Storm's journey was realizing she is more than her gifts, and that she had internalized humanity's hatred against her. For those who don't know, back in the first episode where she kind of mused about whether or not she, like when Jean, or at the time we didn't know it was not Jean, but it was Madeline, who was worried about, their child, Nathan, becoming a mutant. And, she asked Storm whether or not, she ever thought about it, and Storm's, she kind of muses, oh yeah, that it's a, maybe, yada, yada, yada. And then the very next episode, she gets her powers taken away. And the reality of like no longer being who you've always thought you were being taken away from you. Like, this is kind of what he's talking about here. And she returns to the team pregnant with wisdom, repeatedly speaking truth to her teammates to remind them who they are and what they stand for. Case in point, in I think is it episode 9? Episode 9, I believe it were, where Beast and Forge are talking about building a device that would rob Bastion of effectively his mutant power. And Storm having recently having her powers taken away. You see here, I'm gonna zoom this in case y'all really can't see, but you see that look? You see that look that she gave? Mm-hmm. This is not like her reacting to some random bullshit. This is her reacting to discovering what that device actually does.
Yeah.
Like, there are multiple moments of the show where, and here's the thing, if all of this seems out of character for you, then I apologize. Storm is not the character you think she is. Storm is a caregiver in the sense, not in the sense of a Mammy, but in the sense that she is a person whose wisdom and her compassion, her empathy, her ability to inspire others, it makes her the leader who she is. There's a reason why other characters on the team defer to her in any situation, even when Storm is not the leader.
Is this you saying this, or this is what Bo DeMayo?
No, this is me. This is me talking. I'm not even talking about Bo DeMayo. I'm talking about me.
Okay. Okay.
No, Storm is the type of, and yeah, you know what? If you really want to, like, if you really want to go there, there's a reason why Storm has been a leader since
Is that Extreme X-Men?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's I know the art, and I just knew it immediately. That's funny.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
funny.
No, that's look, that is 100%. That's 100% that. And you have to like, yeah. Does some of the things that Storm you I guess kind of engages in from time to time, does it appear to be Mammy-isms? I mean, I guess if you just wanted to look at it on a surface level, sure. But the thing is that Storm is a nurturer. She is I use the term mother hen more often, but I think sometimes people just take that as shorthand for Mammy. When I say mother hen, I mean the person who keeps everybody in line, the person who is also there for everyone else, the mama bear, the mama wolf, the person who brings, like, the person who is literally the ties that binds the entire family together. She makes sure that her babies ain't out here in these streets acting no whole goddamn monkey. She's also out here making sure that her man or partner, whatever the case is, ain't out here in these streets acting no whole goddamn monkey. And that is kind of the role that Storm has always long had. Does that make her a Mammy? I guess, if you just really want to boil it down to like gross oversimplifications. But the thing is, people look to Storm because of who she is, not because of what she is. It's not because, oh, she's the one, black person on the team for a long time. No, it's because she shows them who she is. Now, in regards to people being mad, and here, I just want to show a couple of things. This is the type of energy Storm used to come with back in the day. For those who don't know who that is right there, I mean, if it isn't obvious from the word bubbles, that is Kitty. And this was, like, I remember reading this and being like, damn, this is some, I'm gonna pull this car over type of energy. So they're saying, I'm sorely tempted to turn this aircraft around and take you home, young woman, even though we've nearly reached our destination. But the professor said that time was of the essence. Kitty, this is not a game. Look, that's not Mammy behavior. That ain't Mammy behavior. That's black mama behavior. So
correct me if I'm wrong here, because I'm more listening and seeing these tweets and everything. But you are correct. That just seems like a black mom vibes.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I feel like a Mammy saying this to a white child would get lynched with extreme prejudice.
Oh, dude, make no mistake. Make no mistake.
So,
a Mammy doesn't get to say this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what this is? Okay. Here, let me. I'm gonna take this down.
Mailman just said it. You think this is a game? Like, yeah,
Right. Like, dude,
you know you catching it when you get in the house. When
dude.
she put the groceries in the cabinet, do not
yeah.
close your door when you get in that room. But I'm gonna come in that room and then I'm gonna close the door, and then folks in the living room finna have to turn the volume on the TV all the way up. That's what this.
Oh yeah,
like.
no, 100%. Like Elite X1 just said, Mammy got to go tell the parents. She can't say that to the baby, because the baby gonna go back and say something different. But the thing is, like, you remember, like, you were in church and like you were acting a goddamn fool, and like your mama or your grandma or somebody, they just pinch you real hard. You notice you can't see Storm other hand.
Oh God, Ernie, stop.
I'm just saying. Look. This is you. I let you push the cart, and you done pushed the cart into the back of my ankles one too many times. That is what this is. So look, I'm sorry, but no, I do not like the Mammy narrative. If you want to think of her as a nurturer, a caregiver, a mentor, a mother, a whatever, fine. But don't sit here and tell me she's a Mammy. I actually was thinking.
Oh no, we know. Hold on, real quick. But all black parents don't behave that way. We're not saying they do.
Yeah,
we're just in this. That's just
we're
what
talking
it
about. We're talking about a woman. We're talking about a woman specifically.
We're not talking about all black women.
No.
We're going from experiences. Of me, I'm going from experience. So that kind of energy is what that screams to me. Not saying that they all do that. So
no, well, it's not.
Let's not go that route.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's my thing more specifically is it's not to say you can't get this type of energy even from a black father, but yeah, once again, and not to throw shade, my black father was never around, so I didn't get that experience. But anyway, that said, I personally just having experienced my own black mother. This was the type of energy she gave me. If I acted a fool out in these streets, and don't get me wrong, it's not to say the shit can't be sweet. Case in point, like right here, Storm and Kitty had that kind of relationship as to where they would, as to where Storm was kind of like a motherly figure for Kitty Pryde. She was also a kind of, I wouldn't say a motherly figure to Cyclops, but she was a sisterly figure to Cyclops, to Jean, to Nightcrawler, to Colossus. Even though technically, now, okay, I will say this though. I will concede that if you want to go to the Dark Phoenix saga, the only time Storm was a Mammy, the only time Storm was ever a Mammy. I don't even want to show you all this because, like, I kind of want to save it for the video.
I think that's almost dangerous for you to say because you're proving the point of you saying that she is clearly not. But when you go and try to give them one instance where that could be perceived as such, you know that that's going to be.
I know what they're going to do. They're only
so then why you arguing then? So then why you arguing then if you showing us an instance of when she was, so she has the history of being so that I'm just saying that's very
no. It's the. So you know. Oh no, that's that Yasuke was a retainer energy bullshit. Like that, that's basically what that is to me. Or Yasuke was a slave energy. I'm like, well, most all black people were. Okay, so what's your point?
I don't know if you all read what I said in the chat when you all talked about it.
I don't think I saw it.
Okay, because that's why I had to leave your chat immediately after that Thursday stream because it was pissing me off. But people. But I said this in the chat, and there were several people in the chat that agreed with the whole Yasuke being a retainer. Okay, you're saying that Yasuke was a fucking retainer, and I don't mean for us to pivot into the Assassin's Creed mess.
No,
I feel like this is a fucking Nerds of Culture stream. But you're saying that Yasuke wasn't really a samurai; he was a retainer. Nobunaga was not a demon king using time travel to take over feudal Japan and Paris to where Jacques Blanc and Samanosuke Akechi had to whoop him. You weren't complaining about it then. Nope. Cut it out.
Yeah, I'm about to say, nobody complained about Jean Renault being at Onimusha.
Like Nobunaga wasn't a real demon king and nobody said anything. Hitler was not actually in space
No.
trying to make a goddamn movie.
Well, also the more important
BJ
part,
Blazkowicz still tried to fuck him up, and you still played the hell out of Wolfenstein. So it's like, stop.
well,
Stop.
I'll take you one further. Carter. Let me take you one further. Do you know what a retainer is, Carter?
Yes, I know what a retainer is.
I'm gonna pretend you said you didn't know. A retainer is a type of fucking samurai. That is a samurai. It's a samurai who protects the throne, which is why when Nobunaga was getting his shit pushed in, Yasuke was there. Like, the thing is, people think Yasuke was made up like yesterday, because I saw a lot of people trying to use, oh, you're just reading a recently edited wiki article. No, people wrote books about Yasuke in Japan. Like, and I mean, I don't mean American people, Japanese people wrote books about Yasuke. Yasuke is a part of Japanese history. Matter of fact, I even saw a couple of content creators that are Japanese talk about this shit, and it was hilarious because they were like, the only people mad about this shit is American white people and ashy ankle black people. That's really all it is. There's only people mad about this shit.
And this is not me. This is no shot at you at all.
Go ahead, shoot.
And I don't want you to think it like that, but
Go ahead.
this goofy shit. This is why I got off of Twitter in the first place. This shit is so draining. People
It is.
People have to find something, dog. Like,
They always do.
and I get it. You got to find a reason to complain about something, or you didn't have something the way you want it, and then you're gonna find several other people that all of a sudden agree with that. But God, this shit is exhausting. Good Lord.
And yeah, and these
Storm.
are people.
I have never once heard the Storm is a Mammy thing up until it's this time, because of this era that we are in now, and the people that comic nerds, dog. It ain't even comic nerds. It's motherfuckers who click on X spoilers to see what's going on. Like all them people that were complaining about her having that fucking mohawk again, and you had all these goddamn people.
Oh no, like this is type like let me tell you something, man. This is the type of shit I was dealing with all this weekend, all this week leading up to this weekend. Like, people are like, oh man, you're saying a lot, but it seems like you're purposely avoiding the fact that Storm's powers could have done something about the worldwide EMP. The fact that she doesn't should make you wonder why. I've seen posts of people saying their kids are disappointed. Acknowledge it. I literally told that dude, fuck them kids.
I wouldn't have said that part. Because I feel like that's bullshit. I don't feel like the kids are disappointed. I think the kids.
It's grown folks.
The kids are seeing cartoon characters, pretty colors, explosions, and fighting with a little bit of cussing here and there that they didn't hear back in the day. Cut it out, man. This shit. I'm exhausted. Good Lord, the kids are disappointed.
No. And this right here. Also, I just want to point out, I'm not even gonna show this one because this is literally some dude out here trying to show his dick in his profile pic. But like, it's just people saying the dumbest shit. Like,
not all X spoilers readers.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you what, there were some good ones out there. Like, I saw a lot of good ones. Like, there were some people out there that actually had some goddamn sense. Like there were quite a few people that actually like said something. It just, I don't know, it's wild to me. It's like, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but like, yeah, it was just too wild to me. These people don't go outside. These people do not go outside. But yeah, the folks that were, because the main thing that kind of had me thrown was people being mad that she tried to reason with Bastion, though, because that's a part of her character. Because I even saw people say, man, Krakoa and Storm don't be trying to reason with nobody. I said, actually, yes, she does. Because she actually tried to, like, here's the thing about Storm. I'm gonna tell you this about Storm, and then we're gonna move on. And because I feel like this is what you need to know about her in order to understand her as a character, if for whatever reason you don't. Storm is all those things that I said, and then some. The time that Storm is not those things is when you show her who you are, and she finds your character lacking. Because even in the Krakoan era, even in X-Men Red, she heard people out. She listened to people. She talked to people.
Mhm.
She tried to talk to Genesis. And when she realized that Genesis did not want to talk, that is when she came for that wig. Now, if you want to talk about, what she did to Vulcan and this, that, and the third, once again, she tried to talk. But the thing is, Vulcan had already shown her who he was. And matter of fact, there's even a here. I'm actually gonna pull this up because like y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna believe me. I gotta actually have receipts ready for some of y'all because y'all don't be wanting to hear what a motherfucker trying to say. This is, if I am not mistaken, I believe this might have been from X-Men Red number 16. Yeah, number 16. Bam, right here. I'm gonna pull this up. We're here. I'm just gonna zoom in on this line right here. This is after she just got done flash frying Famine, which, by the way, she did not kill him. But she says, "Today you showed me who you are, and you showed me that mercy to you brings even a second of it. There will be no more. When you show Storm who you are, that's when this Storm shows up. Not before. Just saying. You show her who you are, then that's when it happens. That's when it goes down. She is always going to try on some level to get you to act right before she put them hands on you. Because Storm is the type of person that, and I feel like, Carter, I'm going to have to say it again because I feel like the people ain't listening. Storm is the type of person. Anyway, we got Gearless Mo out here with the, wait, did I get it?
Did you get it? Because I saw
There
Don
it is.
Himes
There it
again.
is. There it is. There.
Okay.
I got that, Jen. Gillis Mo out here says in full agreement, Blerd Without Fear. Those concepts have not gone away. They are just under a new name or form, acceptable in our culture, or not, or in our current social economic status. Get those likes up. Have to dip in a bit. Off to celebrate my 10-year anniversary. Oh, first off.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah. No, first off. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you got to catch the bomb for that one. Man. 10 years? That's the shit I'm talking about. Also, I ain't gonna let you get up out of here without that. That said, we have got another one here, 20 from Don Heim.
Mhm.
Says Storm has been on the street living as a thief. She has been a goddess who used her power to bring prosperity to her people. Storm has a lot of living and brings wisdom, humility, and reverence to her use of power. And that's the thing. I think people forget like who Storm is. This is shit I'm talking about. Right here, man. Storm knows. She has been down there. She she is not some like warlord. Like, I think here's the thing, and man, I really don't want to say this about my people, but oh, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know there's a certain subset of Storm fans that they're the type of motherfuckers that when they watch anime, they only watch anime for the fights. Like this type of shit, that's the type of energy they bring to Storm. They only like Storm for the fighting. That's it. They don't care about Storm beyond that. We also got the Bone Factory out here with the $2 says, my mom kept a wooden spoon in her purse. Always. Hey, look, let me tell you something. My mom will still keep that junk in her purse. So, don't play. Don't even play. Tubes of One with the 2 says, Storm gives you a chance, and if you fail, that's on you. Period. Anyway, like I said, I'm just tired. I'm tired, man. I'm really tired. About tired of these folks, man. I'm tired. I'm so tired. But you know what? What we will say. Oh, and here, actually, I gotta get another one here because there's one I missed. I didn't do my due diligence. Carter. So I'm gonna have to do it this way because I think it slipped past me. We got another one here from Don Heim from a little earlier. We're gonna pull it up like this though, because hey, I got ways. You see, I got ways.
Why are you bringing up GPS apps?
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Don Heim also with the $5 says something about to say hi and rhyme my way to X-Men Forever was super good. Get the likes up. Hey, also, after this stream is over, the video for X-Men Forever #4 will be up. I apologize that I know normally I usually get those videos up on Thursday, but there was a lot going on. That's all I can really say. Your boy has been busy. Actually, here, we'll switch to this. Your boy's been busy. He's got a lot of stuff going on. I'm just, you know how it is. Also, shout out to Ed Be Kind Rewind for the follow over there on the Twitch side. Also, let's see. I wonder if I can I pop this out? I don't know if I can pop this out. I don't think I can pop this out. Here, let's see. Can I? No, I can't. But we got Connor Hawk. He dropped 100 bid. He says, Blerd can't pull it. Xavier forced Carter to speak or not. Now I'm just imagining Carter and Ernie in a bar in Germany. LOL. You had to have seen the last episode. Xavier had Magneto hemmed up in his mind. They were sitting in the bar in Germany having drinks. He tries to. They said, folks think I got you like this. I got Carter. Look. Let me tell you something. It's what's gonna make Carter wish he had. That's why Carter need to get him one of these.
I don't want that one. Don't need it. Don't want it. Don't want it. After playing Marvel Rivals, I really don't want it. Shit. I still want my Krakoan Cerebro. That's what I want. But no, that Magneto after the 10 days of Marvel Rivals with Magneto, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Hey, let me tell you something. If they'd have kissed, it'd have been on brand. I'm just going to say it right now. Yeah. Look, Magneto and Xavier is the gayest story ever told. And I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. But no, that said, actually, no, there's actually a real actual gayest story ever told. And I got a video that I'm doing some research for it, and I can't wait to release it because it is such an amazingly crazy story. It's like a fucking acid fever dream, and I love it. But yeah, here we go. No, see, you know what's going to happen? I know. See, next week, y'all know what Carter's going to do? Carter's going to show up with that Juggernaut helmet. He going to show up. Y'all going to see that motherfucker show up. He going to be swole. And he going to have big-ass helmet on. He'd be like, yeah, you ain't taking this shit off.
Ooh, you know what? You know why you all probably got 3 days worth of streams out of me?
Oh, what's up?
Because like 2 Blerd. So okay, I gotta do it. 2 Blerd Caves ago, there was a comment somebody put in the chat. But prior to that Blerd Cave on that Friday, I saw an old coworker of mine that said, "Ah man, Carter, I hadn't seen you in a minute." Even though we see each other in passing all the time and wave and what's up, you didn't slimmed up a little bit. So you trying to get your summer body on? I can see. I need to get my ass in there for sure. Can I start going with you to where you working out? So that kind of put a smirk on my face. And then somebody in the chat just goes and says the same fucking thing of just, we ain't gonna act like Carter doesn't look like a little bit smaller. Then I guess Carter's slimming up too. So all of that gave me a little bit of energy. A little bit of energy. I was feeling myself. But see, you calling me a fucking juggernaut is fat shaming, and I don't appreciate it.
No, man, juggernaut.
So what else are we talking about, Ernie?
Oh, we got stuff. We got things. Let's see here. Can I make this work? Why is this not doing the thing I needed to do? Oh my God. Why? Why are we being lame? There it is. Okay. So we recently got some news. Tom King. He is getting on his authority game.
Mm-hmm.
Though it's not going to be in the way I think a lot of people are expecting. It's not going to be exactly in the way I think a lot of people are probably expecting. So, Carter, your boy, Tom King, out here, always and forever. He of Vision and Mr. Miracle and fucking Omega Man, Human Target.
The Batman run nobody likes anymore.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I find that shit incredibly hilarious because like whenever I see people talk about it, like the parts that people seem to hate the most were the ones he didn't even write. Is like it was like a fill-in writer. But
I mean, it was he had the same shit that Benjamin Percy has. It's just like, or like you always say with that. The disgusting man, Zeb Wells with Spider-Man. Like how many issues he had, how many issues that Benjamin Percy has on Wolverine and X-Force. They hit 50, so somebody reading it. For as much as people talk about that Batman run, it still went a hard 50. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, like, dude. Not only did it go a hard 50, I think it might have won him some awards.
Oh wow.
I mean, I can't attest to that. I can't personally attest to that. But I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. Sorry, I was getting a little parched. Let's see here. Okay, so main thing is so Tom King is gonna be getting on his A game here.
Okay.
Because he's gonna be writing a little thing for DC's Black Label. And this is gonna be not necessarily the Authority per se, but he's gonna be writing a character that is very intrinsically tied to the Authority. And that is one Jenny Sparks. For those who are, if you are somehow or for whatever reason unfamiliar with the character, she is basically I feel like if you are someone who has read the Authority on any level, she would. I feel like she would probably be one of the first characters. I feel like she'd probably be one of the first characters that you might think of. I know there's other characters. I know most people probably think about. Oh yeah, Midnighter, Apollo, and so on and so forth. But like, I feel like Jenny out here. She out here in these streets. She do things. She got them. She got the powers too. Don't play. But no, she is basically that. This is kind of how the Authority is going to be used in this particular instance. So it's not a book that's actually going to be called the Authority, but I mean it's going to be very much Authority shenanigans. And it's actually going to handle some issues that I find kind of interesting because you brought up Batman earlier, Carter. Yeah. So guess who is going to be a part of this DC Black Label series that Tom King is also gonna be getting to write, and it's gonna be, you goddamn right, Batman.
And what's crazy is he's still been writing Batman stories.
He really has.
He did a whole 11 or 12 issue, which is per the norm of Tom King, but he did a whole 12 issue thing in Black Label, Batman Catwoman, which is pretty much a continuation of his Batman run. Yep. And then he's done 11 other Batman stories since then. So I mean, somebody liked them Batman stories, but
I mean,
it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me to see Bruce in this. Bruce is in fucking everything, dog.
Personally, here's what I feel, man. These, you know what? Okay, this has always been my belief. You know what people do when they like something?
Put Batman in it?
No, they shut the fuck up. That's what they do. They don't say nothing. They don't go on Twitter. They don't go on Twitter. They shut the fuck up. They read that shit and they shut the fuck up. They go, you know what happens? Okay, it's only motherfuckers like me. It's only motherfuckers like me, you, people who work in content creation. We're the motherfuckers who are usually going to go online and be like, oh man, dude, y'all hear about that? We only find them when they're dead. Man, this shit is lit. No, you know what?
Wait. Is Batman in it?
No.
It can't be that fucking lit.
Man, I guess not.
That book, we need these books to sell out here, but they're already selling. I don't give a damn.
Hey.
If you want to like something, You put Batman in it, you're gonna like it even more.
Well, you know, the funny thing about it though is like a normal person, like I'm talking like a regular, average, everyday normie person who reads comics.
Yeah.
You know what they're gonna do when they read something they really like?
They want Batman in it.
No, they're gonna be like, man, this was good as hell.
But it needed Batman in it.
They're gonna put that shit back on the shelf and move on. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. They ain't gonna talk about it. But the thing is, you can basically have a whole sector of the internet be angry about something. That doesn't mean that it's everybody. It's kind of like how, you know, everyone claims that they hate Kamala Khan, or that they hate Miles Morales, or that they hate Captain Marvel, or that they hate She-Hulk. But here's the thing. Those comics are getting bought by somebody. Like, I remember when Miles Morales and Kamala Khan were at the height of their, you know, quotey fingers unpopularity in the eyes of like chuds, when like every single social media post was people like just being angry about them. And yet those books were flying off the shelves. Like I said, man, when people like something, they don't say anything. And I think it was always that way, but I think it's become more that way now because people don't like being dogpiled on by like 10,000 bot accounts for just existing and liking something. I'm probably one of the, I'm not one of the, to say I'm one of the few is dumb, but like in comparison to the number of people who do like something and don't say anything, I'm one of the few people that will. Is what that is. Also, yeah, I would also like to point out as well that if Tom King were such a terrible writer, DC would not keep consistently giving him work. And I say the same thing about
why they give him. You know why they give him work though, right?
It's because Batman.
Don't ruin my joke, Ernie.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I didn't know. I mean, didn't Batman show up in Human Target?
You know what?
Yeah.
Yes, the fuck he did.
Yeah,
you damn right Batman showed up in Human Target.
Dude, look, it's only a matter of time for that motherfucker.
No, wait.
Oh, he showed up in Wonder Woman too.
No. I think I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't show up in Human Target. It was just the thought that he was around.
Oh yeah.
That showed up in Human Target. You don't even need to have the artist draw Bruce Wayne in the book. Just have the idea of Batman being in there. You sell gangbusters.
Oh yeah. Nah, 100%. Now
I've been so fucking sick of seeing that red background in your goddamn room. Do you know what would make that room pop? Batman, nigga, that will make that room pop.
I mean, you're not wrong. But no, so we're gonna be getting to get us a little bit back on track, we're gonna be getting the series Jenny Sparks. It's gonna be coming out August the 21st. And basically what we get here is some pretty interesting stuff that's kind of popping off here. It says basically that King will be joined by Wildcats artist Jeff Spokes and letterer Clayton Coles for Jenny Sparks, which also brings in Batman, who King wrote for years to help solve a mystery related to Captain Atom, who has gone completely off the rails as a villain. So that should be interesting.
Okay, one thing I wanted to ask you.
Go ahead, shoot.
With this authorities, does that have anything to do with Planetary? Is that the same?
Planetary is the one that like I never really got into.
Okay.
But you know, that doesn't mean I cannot answer.
But are they like the same? Are they in the same kind of like? Are they in the same kitchen almost?
I think so.
Okay. Only reason I'm
asking. I think it's
asking.
all like in the same like Because I'm not mistaken, it's all like Warren
Okay.
Warren Ellis and
Only
whatnot.
reason I'm fucking asking is just because it seems like it seems like DC is really trying to start, and maybe this is just me reaching, but all the James Gunn stuff with him saying he was trying to put stuff out with the Authority, and we know that Tom King is working closely with the films and things like that. So
Yeah.
so just for him to drop this book with a character in the Authority, and Kelly Lansing Lansing and Kelly, they're doing a Dawn of DC book right now, The Outsiders, that has something to do that has some stuff to do with Planetary. So that was the reason I'm asking. I wonder if this is them slowly starting the push of the film stuff.
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only thing I can. I mean, there's always some brand synergy going on, and we know that James Gunn has pretty much said what you said. So I mean, talking
I'm just
about how there's
wondering
going to be
if
that parody from the comics to the movies, the TV shows, the games.
Yeah.
Which I mean, Herculean task, I think, but you know,
it was just something I was wondering because I know that I did see people talk about The Outsiders and Planetary, and now we're seeing this with somebody with the Authority stuff. So I'm just wondering.
No, you're right to wonder.
Yeah,
no, you're right to wonder. You're right to wonder. Like I said, I never really got into Planetary like that. Authority was kind of more my jam. It's not to say the Planetary was bad. It just never really like grabbed me by the lapels and yanked me in.
Are they saying how many issues this book is gonna go? Because I don't want to give it the regular Tom King and say, it's just gonna be 12. You know it's gonna be 12.
Oh no, it's gonna be 6 issues.
Okay.
6 issues.
Okay.
6 issues. So I mean, we can at least look forward to that. Oh, I forgot he did Strange Adventures. Damn.
Yeah, that's another one. I forgot about that one. I did read that one. That's the one I told you about where people like they hate if they don't bring up hating his Batman stuff.
They bring
apparently a lot of people hate up. They bring up the fact that they hate his interpretation of Mr. Terrific because Mr. Terrific is all up and through Strange Adventures.
Yeah, that part I do remember, and I'm trying to remember if there was anything about Mr. Terrific in that I didn't like. I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, okay, no, I'll give you this. No, I'll tell you there's an interpretation of Mr. Terrific I don't like. It was New 52 Mr. Terrific.
I can't even remember it.
Let me see if I can actually pull it up right quick.
You don't have to, you sick fuck.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I know things, man. I know the stuff. I know the things. But no, Mr. Terrific in New 52, they did some.
Was that where the Terrifics started?
No.
Okay.
So basically what it was, I think this was the era. I might be misremembering. So if I am, I will 110 million% cop to misremembering. But I want to say this was when he had the tattoo on his back. Like I said, I could just as easily be misremembering. But
like just a big ass T on his back?
No, he had fair play tattooed across his back like he was in prison.
That's ugly as fuck.
Yeah, it might not have been new. I mean, like I said, it might not have been New 52. I don't really. I'll be brutally honest. I do not remember where I saw it, but I remember seeing it because basically what they did, they kind of hooded him up a little bit, had that motherfucker talking slang and shit, and like talking like he was straight out of prison, damn near in a lot of respects. And oh man, it's killing me that I can't remember where I saw it, but basically he was talking slang. And it was not okay. It was
nasty work.
It was not okay. Oh my god.
It was Future's End.
Future's
I'm
in.
looking at it
Okay,
now.
yeah, okay, there it is. That's the fucking Mr. Terrific I don't like. Yeah, because they had them over. Like, if you look across his back,
I got it. I'm gonna send it to you.
yeah, send that shit to me because yeah, that I like I said, it was some
This
fucking
is
nasty work.
nasty.
It was some goddamn nasty work. I'm sorry, ain't no way. You can't convince me otherwise. That wasn't no goddamn nasty work.
Hold on, save image.
Yeah,
Man.
they need a whole ass whip for letting that be a thing.
That is Damon on Friday trying to go after Terry McGinnis.
Oh yeah. Oh no. That's 100. That's 110 million %. 110 million % right there. Here, I'm pulling it up right now. Here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Dude, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Come on, man.
Dog. That
Really?
is nasty work.
Come on.
That is not terrific. That is not. And then he getting swole. Oh boy, I pray for Terry McGinnis if he catch him in the shower.
Look. Only thing he missing is that fucking cap off the side of his head. That's Adam Beasy right there, man. God damn. They say Azzarello. It all makes sense now. Look. Let me tell y'all something. This shit was some nasty work.
Ernie,
This shit was some nasty work.
I need a favor of you. I absolutely need a favor of you.
Yes.
This has to be the podcast thumbnail.
Yeah, this is the podcast thumbnail. Welcome to Oz, Batman. Fresh out the federal pen.
Oh man.
Look, I'm sorry. Like
that is nasty.
This was some goddamn nasty work. I'm sorry. It just was. By the way, my wife says hi to everybody out there in Blerd Cave.
Brian Azzarello, Keith Giffen, Dan Jurgens, Jeff Lemire had something to do with this kung fu treachery.
Ugh.
Bruh, fair play. Had it on the back, dog.
Listen,
with the red or oh my god.
Did Miss Terrific see this?
Miss Terrific probably has 2 T's on the back of her legs, like them strippers that be twerking in front of you that got pay me on the back of their thighs.
Oh no, she got the tramp stamp. Like she got fair play across the cheeks.
This is 2024. They don't do that anymore. They put it on the back of their legs.
Oh,
so when you give them the back shots or they twerking in front of you, you just see pay me on both back legs. You just see that.
God, I hate it here. I fucking hate it here.
Fair play.
Could you imagine seeing that shit jiggling in your face? Can you imagine seeing that shit jiggling, fair play jiggling in your face while you throwing down?
Dude, I told you about old girl that I used to fool around with that had her baby daddy's name on her back. So when I'm looking at him, he looking at me.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I couldn't do it.
Bruh. Fair play. Had it on the back. See, now you know what? I think chat. I think I know what has to be done now.
Oh God, what has to be done now?
Since you are all pro black comic book nerd, Blerd without fear. You like bringing up like certain black characters that people didn't forgot about. You know we need this video about you, right?
Oh, what's up?
We need this Mr. Terrific video.
Oh, I mean, I'll do it. Hey, you know what? Here, fuck
if
it.
you did spawn, you are capable of anything.
Here, let's see. That time, Mr. Terrific was a whole
wow. If I saw this in like a Grand Theft Auto, like I would totally put that on his back, and I would never wear a shirt, just beating the hell out of people.
Look right here. So this is gonna be this is my title. This is my working title for the video. That time, Mr. Terrific was a whole N-word. That's what that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. We gonna do that one. While we're here, let's see Jasmine know what time it is.
That is not Mr. Terrific. That is Damon. That is Damon. That is Miss Pearl's baby boy. Finna go after him.
Bruh. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I got some here. I think
Oh
Arcade just hooked. Yeah, Arcade just hooked me up. Here it is, right here. Oh, this is some nasty work. Oh, this is some
What?
nasty work. Oh
What?
my God.
What are you? I'm scared to see this.
No,
I'm scared to see this.
Arcade put it in the Discord. They put it in the Discord. Some nasty work. Get it up out of here. Okay, here,
Why?
I'm gonna pull it up.
So he got what?
Yeah, here. No, I'm pulling that shit up. I'm pulling that shit up because you about to see it. You about to see it. wait, here. Oh, wait, here. Let me go back. Here we go. This is what I meant to do. So right here, look at this. Look at this shit. Here, we're gonna zoom this shit all the way in.
Wow.
So this is from that issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's from that issue. Here we go. This is actually the shot right here. What he did to the cameras was pretty dope. I don't know if I could actually even imagine Mr. Terrific saying dope. Electronically looped the tape just before he broke into the tower. 3 seconds of the same footage, but with an actual time code. So like, yeah, this is look, he out here, he hitting the weights, watching tape on Terry like he getting ready for a football game.
Wait. You got to go to the left. We have to see the full body shot because I'm really confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Number one, well, you got to start at the feet. You got to start at the feet,
Yeah,
and you got to start at the face. Okay. Number one, I don't like the fact that it's an M on his face for Mr. instead of the damn T
the T.
for damn Terrific. Okay, that's the first violation. The second violation is those goddamn shoes. He is wearing Starburys. Those are Starburys he is wearing right now.
Oh no!
Now scroll up, because I ain't fucking done. Scroll up. You got an M and some Starburys on, and not only do you have fair play tatted on your back for whatever reason, you got it just in case people don't know what time it is. You got it on your biceps. You got the same tat twice.
Lord,
Were you mad you couldn't see it on your back, but you could very easily see it when you're pumping? I'm confused.
I don't. And here's the weird part to me. Here's the weird part to me about this. I just want to be 100% here on this. I don't know if I appreciate the whole. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I appreciate that whole working out at the combine fit. I don't know if I appreciate that working out at the combine fit. That motherfucker, he looked like he getting ready to do his 40-yard dash. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that.
So my introduction to reading Mr. Terrific was Strange Adventures. Okay.
Yeah.
That was my introduction to him. I didn't really see a lot of books with Mr. Terrific on them that looked interesting because I was one of those people to where if the cover doesn't grab me, I don't really care. But I've gotten older, gotten wiser, so I will actually read something, and I was surprised that Mr. Terrific was even in Strange Adventures, but I really enjoyed what I read of him. Had I seen that New 52, because at that point it was Futures, and I could care less about New 52 at that point.
Mhm.
Had I seen this Mr. Terrific, there ain't enough money in the world. I'm lying. I would not read Mr. Terrific at any point had I seen Damon. Had I seen Miss Pearl's baby boy, and this was supposed to be, man, listen.
No, stop.
Man, listen. That man got the same tattoo twice, Ernie. He got the same tattoo twice.
He trying to remember his slogan. He trying to remember his slogan, man. Which, by the way, we got some stuff to run through right quick, man, because we got a lot here. We got Frank Gleason out here with the 6 months out here. She's the reason for the hashtag fuck around and find out. Talking about Storm here. Goddamn right.
Y'all are disgusting. That boy said Mr. Terrific if he was created by Zack Snyder. Y'all are nasty.
I mean, he do kind of look
Y'all
like it, though.
are nasty.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you though. This is Zack Snyder, dude. If Mr. Terrific was in the DCEU, he'd have had that. He'd have had that. And you know what? You know what Zack would have said? He's like, no, this is what black people are really like. I think that this really speaks to the black experience.
I don't think he would say that. I absolutely don't think he would say that. I think he would just cast Ray Fisher to say that, and Ray Fisher would say it for him.
Oh yeah. Oh no, because see, here's
I
it's gonna be
can
funny.
see that being Ray Fisher, bro.
Oh no, because you know, because here's the thing. First, I just want to point out something. The nigga that didn't want to say booyah because he thought it was too stereotypical. If Zack Snyder told his ass to put on the goddamn fair play tattoos on his arm and on his back meat, he'd do it. He'd do that shit, and he would smile all the way to the goddamn bank.
Oh, he is such a mammy.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Stop making me be mean to Ray Fisher. I was just joking. You done came out and dropped another N-bomb after you said only one today. That's just the rage you feel from fucking Ray Fisher. Stop making me be mean to Ray Fisher.
I'm sorry.
It's bad enough he plays Dead by Daylight. Leave that boy alone.
Look,
I need to leave that, but you made me say something, but I need to leave him alone. You need to leave him alone.
I'm gonna leave him alone. I believe
Heroes Red with the super chat. The Yasuke wasn't a samurai and recast T'Challa people have worked my last nerves this week. As a non-profit that encourages literacy with comics, I appreciate what y'all do. Thank you. I like Heroes Read as a name. That is a fire name.
Right? Well,
Heroes Read.
And
a lot of you motherfuckers
powerful.
need to read. Stop looking at the pretty pictures on Twitter and read, bruh.
Look, this looks pretty. Dude, get the fuck out of here. No, read the shit. There's words that go with the pictures. I appreciate the mission statement as well because
yes,
look,
I like this. I like this. A lot of y'all around here acting like Stink Meaner when Uncle Ruckus put that book in his face. Y'all was screaming and writhing in goddamn pain. Read. Read. R-E-A-D. Read. Holy shit.
Well, no, actually, what was it? I said, what was it? When I posted a thing the other day talking about how, this is the last thing I want to say about it. I posted a tweet the other day talking about how, like, people that were complaining, crying about Storm didn't get enough time, on X-Men 97. And, this shit was kind of hilarious to me because I love how X-Men 97 gave us so many amazing looks. Cause like I was like, meanwhile, Beast sitting up here like that man got to say my stars and garters and was told to shut the fuck up for the rest of the show. They said, Hank, you ain't allowed to talk. You get one line per episode, and we might let you hit a motherfucker or two.
Well, this was Bo DeMayo. So all of this first season was Bo DeMayo, and Bo DeMayo has gone on record, I believe, several times talking about how he doesn't like Krakoan era beats. So I think this was him just like fresh off of reading X-Force and was just like, "This all I'm giving you." And that's it, dog.
Yeah, he said, "Nah, I'm good." Also, shout out to Bone Factory with the $2 says King's Penguin and Wonder Woman is fire. King is fire. Here's the thing. The only people I know that do not like his Wonder Woman are people that feel like he's talking about them. Because that's basically what Tom King's Wonder Woman is about. It's like the villain, the sovereign. All that motherfucker is just Andrew Tate. That's all he is. He just Andrew Tate. He's an old ass Andrew Tate. That's really all he is. If you took Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, Matt Walsh, Tim Pool, what was that other motherfucker's name? The one that passed away. What was it? Kevin Sam. Yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah, him and some Jesse Lee Peterson. Just throw them all in together, hit puree. That's the Sovereign. There you go. Done. Cut the check.
I haven't read that book yet. I'm still, I think
Mm.
I'm like 2 issues behind on Penguin myself. I got a lot of books to read, and y'all ain't making that shit any better. When y'all are recommending more books and animes y'all asses want me to watch, y'all are just adding to that goddamn pile of stuff I need to catch up on. So goodness.
I mean, there's a lot of shit
How
out
many?
there.
Well,
dude.
you know what? This is gonna make it even worse. Because at least I'm just 2 issues behind on Penguin. How many
Right.
issues of Wonder Woman is there?
8?
Jesus Christ.
I think it's 8 so far that
I got too much.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the good thing about Wonder Woman though. It's a quick read. Like in my opinion, it's a quick read. Like it's not like it's not actually here. I can tell you with 8. 8 is actually 9 I think comes out this week or next week.
Are
if I'm
you
not
reading it in there or is it the bathroom book?
I'm reading it here.
Oh, so you actually like that motherfucker.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. No, that's my shit. That's my shit right there. That said, we got some more super chats here, and I'm gonna pull them up because that's what I do. Let's see here. We have got here. I'm gonna pull these up on the big screen because some of these came back a little ways. So we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do it like this. Bam, right here. Look at it. We got LP3 out here with the $5 says it's 2024, and some people refuse to realize that every comic character isn't meant to service every demographic. And yes, Carter, success equals Batman. Also, we got my homie out here, Poe Archery Media with the 5 says just dropping in show love to my folks. I'm out here promoting our comic at Blerd Fest, New Orleans. Oh, so okay, let me tell y'all something, man. So I have been getting a little bit of inside baseball, which, by the way, I say it every time that I see his name in the chat, and we text back and forward. But like I've been I'm ready to get Poe Archery Media on here to come talk about Sankofa's Embrace because there's some because basically we've been kind of sharing our comic endeavors with one another. Me and Antoine, I see Antoine as a friend and a brother. And we share a lot of our artwork with each other, a lot of our comic ideas. We usually bounce stuff off of each other, like, "Hey, what do you think about this? You think or does this seem like maybe this could be some or maybe I got this right, or maybe stuff like that." And he's been showing me some of the work in progress on his next issue of Sankofa's Embrace, and man, it looks good. It looks good. Just like him showing me the level of detail that he has been putting into this comic, like from like not just from a writing perspective, from an art perspective, it's fantastic. That said, what I'm about to you'll get a text from me later. Antoine. You know what time it is. Also, good luck out there, Blerd Fest. And hey, if I got some New Orleaners or some New Orleaners out there in these streets, if you are out that way and you got some time, go out there and holler at a brother. We also got Big K Gaming HD with the $4.99 says, so I gotta ask, is DC just done with Milestone or getting more? Because it seems like they brought it back during the height of Black Lives Matter and then like nothing. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know. I can say that I know at the very least we are going to get at some point something. I don't know what I'm allowed to say because I am a privy to some things, but these are things I was told in confidence, so I can't say what they are. But
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
You should have confidently told me something. Ain't that a bitch?
Well, I think I did once. I will DM it to you right quick. But
I'm not in the loop. Ain't that a bitch?
LL
Melvin. If he was to put us in Sankofa, I don't see. I feel like if we were put in Poetry's book, I feel like Ernie would get a lot more respect put on his name than me. I feel like something real green would happen to me in that book as opposed to Ernie. Ernie would be this
Man.
omnipotent, big-headed ass, like godly figure. I might have like Blerd Cave tatted on my legs or some such bullshit. Like I feel like I would get done so dirty
No, you
if I
wouldn't,
was in
baby.
that book.
No, you wouldn't. I wouldn't do you like that. But no, there is something that they're doing. It just, I feel like things are kind of slow going right now because I feel like there might be a little regrouping going on. That's the best. That's the best. And this is, and I want to be clear here. This is the thing I don't have any inside track on. This part I'm saying right now, I have no inside track on. This is my this is speculation blurred right here. So I think there might be a little regrouping going on based on some reception to some things that recently came out.
Okay.
Those things may or maybe not being hardware versus icon. I don't know. I know that I was very vocal about my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and like I said, and it never came from, and this is the thing. And this is why I want people to understand. And I actually kind of know why I don't get invited to some spaces and why I do get invited to some others. And it is for that very reason. It is because sometimes I am honest to a fault. And like I tell you guys all the time, when you see me talking about a comic, it's usually because I really enjoy it. But there are some times where I'll cover a comic that I just kind of think is okay or I just kind of like. And you can tell. You can probably tell.
We have had this back. We've had this back and forth several times to where I feel like there are moments where you might have to catch yourself from getting a little bit too critical. And I feel like because me personally, I feel like I don't give a fuck what color you are, dude. Like. If it's good, if it's good. If it needs some work, it needs some work. Because you shouldn't, just because I look like you or something, I shouldn't have to be locked onto, I have to praise your shit. No, if it needs work, it needs work. He might be nice enough to put some sprinkles on what he is saying. I'm gonna give you that shit on the plate, no napkins. You better not ask me for neither damn condiment, okay?
Oh yeah,
no, no. And he doesn't want to be that critical because he wants to. It's rough around the edges, and he still wants to give people their flowers. I can give you your flowers, but at the same time, I can tell you need to really go put some water in that motherfucker over there.
Oh, I mean, I've been probably more hypercritical as of late than most people might even be used to, but like it just what I'm talking about though is I don't ever want to take it to a place of mean-spiritedness because I know how this industry works. And I even had a conversation with somebody literally just yesterday in confidence about something, about why a lot of people, a lot of Black people are not getting some opportunities right now to maybe talk to some people that they might want to. And it's because of how they engage with those people. And I'm not saying that like, oh, you got to be a house Negro and you got to have your hat in your hands and fold it in your head down to be like, well, yes, sir, I sure would like to get a touch of some clout, sir. You ain't got to be like that. No, but what I'm saying is when I see some of these other content creators, I'm not going to say who they are. I'm not going to name names, but I will say when those people are not necessarily being critical, but being mean about it, that's when you don't get invited. And that's why a lot of times I try not to be that way unless like it's somebody I just third generation don't give a shit about. Like Rob Liefeld, or an Ethan Van Sciver, or somebody like that. I don't give a fuck about these people. So yeah, fuck them. But at the same time, yeah, I'm not gonna sit up here if I read a book. I'm pulling this name out of the ether. It's not because I feel any type of way about a particular Brian Michael Bendis book right now, but like it's one of the reasons why I would probably stand a better chance of talking to a Brian Michael Bendis than some other content creators that I'm kind of alluding to, and it's because I don't talk shit about Brian Michael Bendis. I don't criticize his work when it's necessary, but I'm not like out here like calling him a piece of shit and talking about his family and shit like that.
No. Like somebody just said in the chat. So the one thing that we don't do.
Yeah.
Well, let me not say that because I have lit Zeb Wells up.
Yeah.
We don't disguise insults as criticism. We just give valid criticisms. There are other people out there. Yeah. We're gonna go back to one of Ernie's favorite phrases: "Dry as fucking white bread." They insult. Yeah, and they still get invited to things. Sometimes we don't have that luxury. Now, I will say there are times when insults are needed and warranted.
Oh, yeah.
I will say one thing, Ernie, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, but nobody else will. Turtles.
Oh,
dog. Strapped turtles is all I'm gonna say to that. So at points like that, there's some insulting that is most definitely needed.
Oh yeah, no, that's different. That's different because like I'm real quick to clown a motherfucker like if they deserve it. Like in a lot of ways, I am like Storm. Once you show me who you are, it's open season. It's on site after that. But to get us back on track and also back to some super chats here, we also got one here from the homie Jasmine with a $5. Says, I don't mind a little stank on Mr. Terrific because he's kind of corny, but this is too much. Hey.
If so, it sounds like Jasmine is saying if you smell, I'm gonna use one of my grandmother's phrases. If you smell a little fresh coming from the gym, that is completely different than just having all around BO. Which is what that Terrific had. That's BO right now. That is BO. That ain't that is from you just got off the bench at Planet Fitness and nobody should sit on that bench anymore.
No, that shit is done. Like you done left a wet stain on the bench. Like, nah, I'm good.
That right there is BO. That's BO.
Yeah, that is whole ass BO right there. But no, getting us back onto to our shit. Because we got the homie out here, Robo out here. Says, what's good, Blerd Koa out here with the 9 months?
Ernie.
What?
No one cares about Robo Stray.
I'm gonna need you to lay up off my homie Robo, okay? He does not disparage you.
I gotta go back to doing it. That shit is too funny. That shit is too. I call bullshit on that. I feel like I have caught it several times. Like I've caught some strays. That is our rapport. That is how we do that.
Just remember who shot first, though.
Oh no, I'm green as fuck. No, I clearly know it was me. I clearly know.
Just remember who shot first, and when you disparage, and when you
had his hand out
and when
to shake my hand,
and when you disparage our sister show. Or brother show, rather, your sibling show. It just
it's not
remember.
Disparaging. It's not disparaging, but you are absolutely right. No.
But remember, you have a hive now.
Yeah, I do have shooters.
Think about that. Think about that.
He is 100% right. I shot first. Robo had his hand out to shake my hand at dinner, and I flipped the table. Like,
dude, no. You know what you did. Y'all know that meme. Y'all know that meme that goes around. Where is it at? The one I forget. There's a specific name for it. I never can remember the name of it, but it's a meme that always pops out in my head whenever like you and Robo interact with one another. It like, and I don't know why. It's like it's practically perfect. It is practically perfect for every scenario. This is what I see every time. Robo is out here trying to be as nice as humanly possible to you, and you just slap that motherfucker's whole lunch tray out his hand. His nuggies is on the flow, drink wide open on the flow. You done flipped in the lunch table he was gonna sit at has been flipped over, and then you step on the nuggies. He can't even eat the nuggies off the flow.
So what's funny is looking at this picture, it was an idea I had in my head. Like, no, I could be like, I was the person that was sitting somewhere hungry, and then Robo handed me some fries, and then I looked at the fries and was like, why'd you give me the wiggly ones? Like, bro, you were starving. Looking at that picture, like he just offered me fries, and I got mad that he didn't give me one of the long fries. Like, bro.
It's like, look, it could have been waffle fries. They all the same size. Goddamn.
Like,
but no, in all seriousness though, all bullshittery aside, no, we got one more thing we got to talk about before we move on to the next thing, and it's we talked about, I think, what was the week before or the week prior, we talked about Raphael. We talked about Raphael. Well, guess what?
Yes,
now we can talk about another turtle. Michelangelo. Michelangelo's out here. And it looks like he has a new status quo. He's got a new status quo, and he is going to be out here, Carter. And you know what? It's going to be amazing. And you know why? Because he's going to be living his best life.
I disagree.
Yes, he is. He's going to be living his best. He's going to be living the best life. Because Michelangelo is going to become a Japanese idol. We got Michelangelo out here. Look at him singing karaoke. He's so happy with himself. Look at him. He's so happy with himself. He got the vest on and everything.
Fresh off Yakuza Kiwami.
Right? This man out here hanging out with Kiryu. He out here playing. Look, this motherfucker just got done playing darts, playing pool, playing some backgammon. Yeah. And now he's out here saying, okay, we're going to the karaoke bar. He's after that, we go into the Sega arcade so I can whoop some ass in Virtua Fighter. Like, that's basically, and after that, we could go play some Ridge Racer, maybe play some claw games. But no, it's kind of funny. I saw some people kind of confused by this. This actually comes from somewhere. For those of you who have not been keeping up with the recent Ninja Turtles at IDW, the Ninja Turtles had recently gone through some stuff. And I'm actually planning to do a little video kind of breaking more of this down. But basically what happened was they learned that they kind of unintentionally pull people into their orbit.
Yeah.
It's not intentional. It's just something that happens. It's not a thing that is done maliciously on anyone's part. It's not a thing that is supposed to be done to mess anyone up specifically. It just is. It's one of those things. It just is what it is. But Michelangelo in the future is fated to become a celebrity in the IDW universe. Because for those that don't know, while you might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, aren't the Turtles kind of like a secret? Like they don't let themselves be seen and like, shit like that? True. This is true. However, in the current state of the IDW universe, all the mutants are public knowledge. Like everybody knows that mutants exist. They know they're a thing. They're keenly aware that hell, they have a whole part of the city to themselves.
Monster Town. Yeah.
They got a whole part of the city to themselves. So I mean, of course, it kind of just is what it is at that point.
Ooh, we get to go back and say, if you don't know that these things are going on, there's one thing you need to do. Read,
man. Just read. Well, it's funny that you say that though, because we've gotten hints and teases for those, like, because I know there's probably some people out there like, I didn't see this in the IDW comics. They never showed this in the IDW stuff. This is bullshit. Yeah. No, actually they did. They did it. It was in Armageddon game, but it was also in some pieces prior to Armageddon game, where we got to see Michelangelo like kind of living it up, living the glitzy, glamorous life. As a matter of fact, and I'm actually pulling it up here because it's something that actually comes up. The character Lita. For those unfamiliar, Lita is an albino Ninja Turtle. And she exists in the future. And in the future, you know, when she kind of when she works her way back to the present day, that's kind of where we learn a little bit about how you know, what the turtles are going to be, you know, dealing with in the future. Whether like it was kind of where they found out that, oh, Jenica's gonna, you know, lose her whole ass mind and try and kill Karai, or that you know, or Raphael is, you know, gonna, you know, run off and try and be some you know, superhero vigilante type of character, you know, or you know, or something, you know, along those lines. But yeah, basically it was in that series that we kind of saw a little bit of a taste of that. And when when Jason Aaron and Raphael Albuquerque take over for their issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this is basically what they're going to be kind of working towards. I guess for lack of a better way to put it, all the turtles are basically going their separate ways. Almost as if like, yeah, they're like, okay, you know, yeah, we do snatch motherfuckers up in our orbit, so we're just gonna go ahead and split the fuck up. And that's kind of why the first 4 issues of this Ninja Turtle series is not going to be the turtles together. It's why each of them is going to be getting their own story told you know, in that. But
basically everybody is like those old movies we grew up watching. Everybody is gonna split off and walk in opposite directions, and then that first person, they're just gonna fade away, and you're gonna see a bunch of text about what's going on with them, and then this person gonna do it, and there's gonna be one person that's stuck around, and we're gonna see what happened with them under the subtitle. That's basically what this is.
Some Stand By Me shit.
Exactly. And apparently Michelangelo, according to YTube Noob, is getting his Yakuza Like a Turtle on.
Dude, not the Like a Turtle, man. Not the Like a Turtle. God damn. That is the thing. It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. I mean, I feel like each of these stories, while it may not tell like a narrative that I feel is gonna just blow anyone's mind, I do feel like it's going to I do feel like it's, you know, kind of gonna put some things in perspective, because like and once again, I feel like, you know, it bears repeating. This is not a relaunch of this is not a relaunch of the, I mean, it is a relaunch, but it is not a reboot. I think, and that's the thing I think people need to take into consideration. It'll be a good jumping on point for people who have not read the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles up to this point, but it is not gonna. But it is going to be one of those things where I'm sure Jason Aaron's probably going to keep the references to previous stuff kind of light at first.
Yeah,
but I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if we get to a certain point in this where you start to recognize, like, okay, maybe this is going to be you know, calling back, you know, to some things. Maybe this is going to be a little bit more of you know, I guess, you know, those earlier 150 issues.
I also
or
think
whatever.
that this second issue is going to be something that is needed, because with the first issue being about Raph in prison, you can already tell that first issue is not only there to entice you to pick it up, to buy it and read it, but it's also there to tell a really brutal story about Raph in prison with people that are coming after him. So I think after you finish that first issue, you're gonna need something you're gonna need something to mellow you out and bring you back down, to let you know that this is still the Ninja Turtles. And I think it's, what better way than seeing Mikey getting his fucking karaoke on. And I really hope that people give it a chance because it's only issue 2. The
Mhm.
next issue is going to be a completely different turtle, so you don't have to worry about it if you don't like it. But the one reason that I'm almost nervous that the issue isn't going to be well received
Mhm.
is because of the conversation we were having earlier in regards to Storm. A lot of people they don't read X books. They only see X spoilers, so they only see the Krakoa era Storm
Mhm.
stuff. And I feel like a lot of people, when this second issue comes out, all they're gonna want is that.
Yeah, they want last Ronin is what they want.
Yeah, that's all they're going to want, as opposed to just letting a story start. It's only issue 2. Let's just this is its own thing for a reason. So if you can pull that the new issue, Mikey, up, if you can pull that up,
Yeah, I
give
got
that yeah. Don't worry about that.
right.
Worry about that.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
Just let that be its own thing.
It's
So it's like you're gonna need that breather
Yeah.
after Raphael goes to prison. You gonna need that breather, and I'm all for this. And plus, dude, it's Jason Aaron. He's still gonna be doing it. So the one thing I need people to learn is just that it's gonna be Raphael Albuquerque on art. So like that's really what I'm more giddy about, since I have gotten into my old man arts phase. But I think because there's another cover that was on the link you sent me of him just on the
Yes.
couch.
Yeah, he's
with
eating popcorn and shit.
eating popcorn, got the gold rolly on. I think that's the one that
Mhm.
Triple H. I think Triple H bought that from him to give to Cody Rhodes because that was Dusty Rhodes' watch. But you can clearly see that there are people behind him while he just trying to chill. So you're still going to be able to see Mikey whoop some ass because you
Mhm.
see the gold nunchucks right. He got him. He got the pistol on the hip at all times. So
Oh yeah.
you're going to get that action you want, but it's still going to be a fun Mikey breather after
Oh yeah.
whatever we get from that first issue. So I'm excited for it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Look right here. Look right here. Foot Clan is still out here.
Mhm.
Foot Clan is still out here, so let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. It's going to be about that life, I think. Me personally, just saying. But yes, no, we do need to. I 100% back your sentiment, though. Yeah, people need to go out. Go read.
Mhm.
More specifically, go to your comic shop and ask for the book. Because here's the thing, so here's the thing I've actually heard said very often, and I believe it now more than ever. Y'all know I don't believe in pre-order culture when it pertains to GameStop. However,
We're speaking from experience.
yes, like this isn't like fuck GameStop just because we used to work for GameStop. I think pre-order culture is terrible when it comes to video games. However, the reality is, and a lot of people I've spoken to recently have kind of said it without actually saying it. Those things, those pre-orders, going and telling your local comic shop that hey, I want to pick this up. If you buy your comics digitally, that's a whole other story altogether than just go buy the comic digitally. But I'm saying, like, for those of you who actually go into shops, here's the thing: when you tell your local comic book shop proprietor that you want something put in your pull box or that you want something ordered for you, these metrics are looked at. And those pre-order numbers kind of like, okay, case in point, let me use Thundercats as an example.
Okay.
Thundercats did really well. But I think one of the reasons why it actually got big up so early and went to second printing so early is because people were asking for it. Like going to your shop, say, hey, put this in my box. Or like just going to the shop at all and picking up and saying, oh shit, hey, can you start putting this in my box? shit like that. This is, and once again, I want y'all to understand something from me. This is coming from a guy who fucking hates pre-ordering shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to say I don't do it. I can hate the game and still fucking play it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I tell people, like, yeah, go to, I don't care if it's, if you're like me, you don't, go into comic shops and buy single issues anymore. Like you get your shit on Comixology, or I don't even know if Marvel even still has their I know DC and Marvel have their own respective like Unlimited and Infinite and all that other stuff, but like I don't know if they still have like I know there once upon a time they both had like, it was the Marvel app, the DC app, where you could go and buy comics there as opposed to going to like Comixology. I think those are dead now, but like however you get your comics, it is actually very beneficial to all people involved. To and I'm not saying you have to do this, but I'm just saying, like, if you are a person, you're gonna get this. Well, I'm not saying pre-order some shit that you aren't sure you're gonna read. I don't want anyone to think that I'm telling you to do that. But like, if it's some shit like, case in point, like I'll use Carter as an example. Carter was like ultra into Human Target. Like I'm talking like he knew he was reading it. It wasn't like a question of, man, I don't know, I might read Human Target. Or I'll use New Burn as an example. Carter loves New Burn. I love it too. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, case in point for me, I love Local Man. I love Something's Killing the Children. The books that you love, or like, if there's an artist or a writer, somebody that you particularly like, you're like, man, I really want to support this person. Like, honestly, that's kind of one of the best ways to do it. And once again, I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to like shame anybody into doing anything. I'm just saying that, like, if you consumer capitalism and consumer, or not consumer capitalism, but consumer activism, while I often say it doesn't work, it does work when it comes from a sincere place, when it comes from an organic place. And yeah, if you are a person like, what is the, and I have to be even Ninja Turtles, but like, I know me, Ninja Turtles is coming out. I'm not going to be, buying it physically because I don't have any more room in my house. Mm-hmm. But please believe that shit's already like getting bought.
You know what I missed? that I know Marvel was really like doing their damnedest to like make that a thing, and it never. I don't think it ever caught on with other companies. Remember? Mm-hmm. I think it was during when they were competing against the New 52. Every time you bought an issue, it had a digital code in it.
Yep.
Yeah, or if you bought that trade or that hardcover, they had that digital version, so you could just take it. I wish that was still a thing.
Bruh, same.
That was so fire.
Same. It makes me angry because that was actually what made me go back to buying not digital, but buying physical for a little bit, is when they were doing that. I was like, and then I think there was one day I went in, I think I was buying, oddly enough, it was Batman. And and I bought the issue and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck was it? I don't remember exactly. No, I think it was actually Matthew Rosenberg's Uncanny X-Men. I went and bought it, and I was like, looking at the, I was like, dude, where's the code?
Yeah.
I was like, y'all stop doing, like, I even asked my dude at the shop, I was like, dude, they stopped doing the codes? Also, I want to highlight something real quick, because this is actually something, Jonathan Schwinn just put this in here. Says, I used to work in a comic shop. This is absolutely true. The companies like to make safe decisions, and they track the sales metrics for pre-orders. And then goes on to say, plus, when regulars at a shop get super into something, and I can attest to this too, because I've seen this happen, that can be contagious, and it gets more people into it. That's how local comic shops work. Most of them make 90% of their money from 10% of their customers. And that's, so I remember back in the day, you remember Triple Play, right?
Yes.
Like, or now it's the comic seller, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's comic seller. Yeah.
But I remember, dude, that was how much, like, I remember that was what got me on when Brian Michael Bendis was doing Avengers, and I was kind of just getting back into comics.
Yeah.
For the first time in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That was how the motherfuckers got me on Bendis. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, let me check this out. And then when and that shit spread through the shop like wildfire because they were always fucking talking about that shit. They were always fucking talking about Bendis. And who else was it? When oh my god. When Mark Waid was on Daredevil. Same thing. Everybody was in the shop talking about that shit all the fucking time. That's how that shit blew up in that shop. But like, it's all organic. It's all organic. And like I said, I'm not trying to like preach at anybody. I know it probably to some people it might seem like I'm preaching at somebody, but I mean, I want y'all to know how this, like the more and more intrinsically tied to this industry I have become, not just as a reader, but as someone who is talking to these people on a more regular basis, talking to these artists, these writers, and talking with the editors and people at these at these companies. Yeah, this is how it works. This is how the sausage is made. And especially with what's going on with my own personal stuff, which I will be able to start showing you more of soon. I know I say soon all the time, but like real talk, it's actually soon. It's actually soon now. We got a little 5-page preview joint that we're putting together before we actually go all in. Yeah. And my homie Quinn McGowan, he's putting in work on the 5th page probably as we speak. Maybe as a matter of fact, because he's also not only is he my friend, but also he's a fan of this channel. He is probably listening to he's probably watching the Blerd Cave right now and heard his name and looked up like, huh? So yes.
Is Comic Seller still on Austin P?
No, they moved. Okay, so do you remember where the Bartlett 10 is?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how like when you go like not in the Bartlett 10 shopping center, but when you go just past it, that little small shopping center that was right past it.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
It's in that shopping center now.
Aw.
Next to another Don Don's.
That's fucking hilarious. Because it's just when you say it, and see, now we're just doing our Memphis shenanigans. Because Triple Play, you said Triple Play, and you said a whole lot there. Because I remember when Triple Play was in that claustrophobic ass, like it used to be like a drive-through Regions Bank that they just turned into a comic shop, and then they moved to the building like that was further across in that shopping center on Austin P.
Yep, right next to the Shelby County Clerk.
Yep, it was by the clerk's office, and it had the Don Dons right. That's hilarious that they're right next to another Don Dons. That's funny. Right
next to I don't mean like, oh, they're in the same build, like they're in the same lot. No, I mean they're literally. You walk out the door to Comic Seller and literally turn and whoop, go right in to get your wings.
That's funny.
Shit is wild. I fucking love it here.
That's funny.
But no, and to Jonathan Schwinn, no, anytime, man, anytime. Like I said, like you were speaking some. You were spitting some facts here. You were spitting some facts here, and I love to see it. But I was, you know what? And here, and this is also the type of shit I like to see too. What Jasmine's talking about here, since I haven't hit that point where I talk shop about what I'm reading when I go to my local comic shop, but I hope to get to that point soon. And that's the thing. That's the type of shit I like to see. That's the type of shit I like to see. Because I mean. Okay, look, I know Carter and I probably shared some very weird experiences we have had, but our experiences are the exception. It's the bug, not the feature, and it's largely because we do this. Before I did this, I mean, I just had regular ass normal conversations with people. Sometimes they get a little weird, but it wouldn't be like what we talk about. So I don't want anyone to think that's the norm.
Comics, the only people that I actually talked to comics with was motherfuckers at Comics and Collectibles, because I didn't know nobody. So, and then I was going to Comic Seller when they were still on Austin P, because the owner, I guess that was his girlfriend or his fiance at the time, she worked at GameStop with me. So those were the only people I could really just talk shop with. But now that I have this and all of y'all are constantly bothering me about more shit I need to be reading or thanking me or thanking him or him about shit that we have recommended to you all. Yeah, it's a great feeling. We got Elite X1 here saying that I remember picking up so many new comics because of this one dude who was always in the comic shop when I went. That was how I got introduced to Invincible.
Yeah.
Because it was a dude always coming in there talking about fucking Invincible.
Same.
It was a dude that would not shut the fuck up about Hawkeye, who I thought was one of the slowest characters ever. And then I read that Mad Fraction, and then I became that dude when Sex Criminals came out because I couldn't shut up about Sex Criminals. So, man, I got stories. I got stories of so many books that I didn't know.
And right here, got another here. Major Laser says pre-order AAA video games is encouraging bad behavior in the industry. Very true. Pre-ordering comics helps keep the comics industry healthy. Also very true. That's the thing. It's okay. Here's what I do. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all how I do things, and I promise you, we're gonna get to because we're gonna get to Discord stuff and whatnot. Because but my last thing on this is gonna be this. I don't pre-order video games unless it's something that is from a dev who I believe in. And like, oh, okay, case in point, when Remnant 2 from the when Remnant 2 was coming out, I almost said From the Ashes because From the Ashes has been on my mind, and it's technically X-Men, but also that was the subtitle for the first game.
It was the first one,
yeah. But Remnant 2, when I heard it was coming out, I pre-ordered it immediately. But that was not because it was because it was like if EA puts out some shit or BioWare puts some shit, I ain't pre-ordering their shit. They can kiss my ass. But like if it's a dev, like especially that Tales of Kenzera, Zal, I pre-ordered that game. But the difference here is that I'm gonna put the money in the pockets of those smaller devs, the guys out there that are breaking their backs and just trying to do the best they can. I'm willing to fuck with them. But when it comes to like fucking EA, fucking BioWare, Microsoft, hell, even Sony, to an extent, actually even to a greater extent, maybe even in some cases, man, fuck the motherfuckers. I buy that game the day it comes out if I want it, or I wait till that bitch go on sale. But yeah, if it's some shit like from a small like indie dev, I'll fucks with them. Especially if I see that they got they got a good energy about them. Best way to put it. That said, man, let's get into our shit. I'm gonna actually here, let's do this. Boo. Oh, wait. Dude, why does it do this? I gotta figure out how to fix this. There you go. We already did recommendations technically, so.
All right.
Okay, so here, let's get into our questions. Go ahead, kick us off.
All right. We got Christian Rapper. First question here saying, "What's up, Blerd and Mr. Presents Eel? Do you think that people are giving Professor Xavier way too much grief? He was about to die, and the Queen took him to space because there was no technology on Earth to save him." If you remember the old school, if you remember the OG series, it's not like she took him away on a honeymoon. He was up there, and it's not like he took him away on a honeymoon and he was up there enjoying wine and cheese. Xavier didn't tell his students to lie about his death either. Xavier is light years away trying to get healed and clap some cheeks. The X-Men are on Earth messing up and getting clapped by enemies that they should easily beat if they actually use their powers correctly. They can't blame that man because they are constantly nutting up. I think that people need to get off Xavier's back. It's already broken as it is.
Damn.
Also, on an unrelated note, do the male characters in this show look like they're drawn, like they're all wearing lip gloss, or is it just me? The one thing that we do know is that the males who don't hit the like button are the ones wearing the lip gloss.
Damn. Well, here's the thing. Magneto for sure looks like he's wearing lip gloss. Like that. That's kind of why. Yeah, I would always mess with Carter. With X-Men 97 because
Oh no, that I cannot, dog. He actually ruined fucking Magneto for me with the fucking Granny Goodness shit, dog.
Look, Dark Side is. Oh, I'm just saying. Dark Side is. Actually, wait. Where's the good one? Yeah, it is right here. Dark Side.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I'm sorry. But no, I think
what do you think?
I think in terms of the X-Men 97 show, I don't care. Xavier's fine. I mean, here's the thing. Xavier is such a shitheel in the comics that I don't even care what he does in 97. That's my attitude. Like I'm like, dude, go get your little your little nether regions wet. Go ahead. I ain't mad at you.
Okay.
Get that bird ass. Get that. I wonder if Lilandra got the tattoos on her legs.
And Qdoma is asking, greetings, Blerd and Carter. Hope all is well. My question is, what happened to the bald chick that was traveling with Bastion after he was defeated? I wonder if we will ever see her again in X-Men 97.
Oh, man. I wonder about that as well. Honestly, I don't think we will. You know what? Maybe. Because here's the thing. Bastion's not dead. Like, he's not dead. He's very much, I mean, technically speaking. But yes, there is a point, and let me see. Actually, I think I have an image of him with her somewhere. But I'm pulling that up right now. But yes, Bastion, the young lady who, for those who are unfamiliar, her name is Daria. Right here. Not to be confused with Daria Morgendorffer. But Daria, she basically was a Prime Sentinel. And they kind of imply she's more of like kind of a slightly different version of a Prime Sentinel. Actually kind of maybe even the precursor for Omega Sentinel, maybe even possibly. But she was the one who actually helped Jubilee escape from Bastion in the comics. Excusez-moi. I don't know why they didn't do anything with her. Like, she's a pretty cool character by my estimation, but you know, hey, what you gonna do? Let's see here. Go
Trap
ahead.
got Thanos. All right, we got a question from Trap got Thanos saying, hello, Blerd and Carter too, I guess. Ain't that a bitch?
God,
I was wondering if you guys think X fans are being unfair to From the Ashes. A lot of the things people complained about Krakoa, like certain mutants not getting used, less character-driven stories, more plot ones, or even the lack of diversity of creators, seems to be getting addressed in this new era. Solo titles like New X-Men with Wind Dancer and Surge getting used, 3 Black writers with ongoings. But none of that is getting mentioned. I'm not saying you're required to read the new stuff, but let's not pretend that some of y'all were going to give this a fair chance. Those people wouldn't have liked anything that wasn't more Krakoa, but what do I know, except these motherfucking likes better start going up.
Ooh! Talk to him! No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Trap God. And I've said this, man. I think I even said this more recently when I discovered that, friend of the channel, Marewa Ayadeli, was announced as the, writer for Storm. I was like, you have a whole ass African brother out here that's going to be writing Storm. If I'm not mistaken, X-Force is going to be written by Jeffrey Thorne. And we've got Evel Ewing, who's going to be doing Exceptional X-Men. Now, here's the thing I want to talk about. Carter, did you know? I don't think any black people have ever actually written the core X-Men title.
Oh, wow.
Like, ever. Like, I know, yes, New Mutants, and maybe, an X-Force here, there, whatever. I'm talking about a core X-Men title, not New Mutants, not X Factor, not Alpha Flight, not any of the other books that might have an X in it, but no men in the title either. No, I'm talking about an actual X-Men adjectiveless, astonishing, uncanny, amazing, something. Eve Ewing is the first Black woman writer and maybe potentially the first Black writer overall. I don't recollect. I actually went looking. The other day when I did that video talking about Exceptional X-Men. I actually went looking to try and find. Like I went and looked. I said I literally was like, I compiled a list of every person who has ever written the core X-Men title in order, and that shit was sparse. It was mostly white people. And I mean, like, I think the only times I saw any, like, inkling of diversity was, like, maybe the occasional moment where an Asian person wrote X-Men for, like, 2 seconds. But yeah, here's the thing. I think people are being unfair. I think people are being incredibly unfair and disingenuous, because here's the thing. You don't have to like what they're doing. And you don't have to enjoy what they're doing. You have to read. You don't owe these people anything. You're not obligated to, like it or anything. But like what I see is the willful disdain. Like, oh, I liked Krakoa, so fuck everything else, and I'm not gonna support this. And acting like these are real people. These characters that you care about. Like, I've seen that's actually my biggest problem with X fans and really like comic fans in general, like on social media, is that they act like these characters are real people. They act like these characters are like actual living, breathing motherfuckers. And need I remind you, and I hope that this actually plays correctly.
Fictional characters. Fictional characters.
I'm just saying, it is all fictional characters. Stop treating these motherfuckers like they are real people. Like, I'm sorry, but
that so many times to these Spider-Man fans, Peter Parker is not real. That is an idea that is in someone's head that is then on the edge of a pencil or pen lead point and then put on fucking paper. My goodness.
Yeah.
We got Willie M in here. Ernie and Carter, how are you doing today? We are doing good, brother. In Deadpool and Wolverine, who do you think will or who do you want to see a cameo of? He says this is never going to happen, but how about Lou Ferrigno's Hulk be in it? 70s or maybe a Maestro or variant of Old Man Logan.
You know what? I actually think that could happen. Now, to be fair, I'm not saying it will, but like that's the type of shit Ryan Reynolds would like campaign for. That's the type of shit that like he would campaign for. Like I feel like it's one of those things, like especially because the nature of how that film was shot, I could easily see Lou Ferrigno showing up in that movie. And like I don't think it would be like oh hey, he's gonna get 5 minutes. No, it would be like literally a blink in, almost a blink and you'll miss it. It would be like almost like a blink and you'll miss it type of thing.
Like kind of how Brad Pitt was in Deadpool 2.
Yes, 100%, 110 million percent.
All right.
Yes.
Last question here from fresh new profile pic with with the shadow Dick Tracy hat on from Levester the Court. From Levester the Court Jester saying, "Happy Saturday, Carter and Ernie. Question for the Blerd. Someone asked me this the other day about my story, so I figured I would ask you.
Okay.
When you're working on your book, do you prepare an outline first and then write the story? Or do you write from the very shiny dome in the red room and just go back and edit it later?" I don't know why he was disrespectful and added that last part to that question, but yeah, Ernie, do you prepare an outline first or do you just file?
Okay. I'll tell you how I write. I write, okay, so there's two particular ways. There's actually a lot of ways. There's dozens of different ways to write a script or come up with a story. But what I do is, this is my method. It may not work for you. It may not work for anyone else but me. What I do is I pull up a doc, like a Word doc or Google Doc, whatever. And what I'll do is, a comic is supposed to be on average usually somewhere in the neighborhood like 20 to 22-ish pages, give or take. So what I'll do is I will write down a synopsis of everything I want to see happen on each individual page. I'll have it bullet pointed, so it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. So like I read like here. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of inside baseball. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of inside baseball here, and I hope I don't fuck anything up in the process. There's a manga type thing that I'm working on. I can share this with y'all. I'm not gonna say names or anything, but like case in point, I'm gonna read off a couple ones. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, right here. Bam. Here's one. On page, okay, here it is. On page 7, Tevin is screaming as he's being taken over by Zethish, and as the alien covers his face, Tevin faints. Zethish is now in control and is trying to get his bearings. Someone attacked him, but who? And then on page 8, as Zethish walks away, people are staring at him or asking for pictures, while giving us some minor backstory by thinking out loud. He mentions the other 5 Calyx and muses how to find them. That's literally like page 7 and 8 of my outline. Now, one thing I have learned in doing it this way, and actually, you know what? I'm actually going to tell on myself a little bit. I'll tell you where I got the idea to do it this way from. I actually got it from Tim Seeley. In Tim Seeley's revival, which, you know, oddly enough, I think we talked about last week, is getting a TV show. In the hardcover trades, or the hardcover trades for revival, in the back, there's a lot of like the inside baseball behind the scenes stuff, and Tim Seeley shares his outlines and his scripts. That's where I got the idea to do it from. Like, he would have page 1, this, page 2, this, by page 3, this, by page 4, this. And I like the idea of working this way, because what I'll do first, I'll write like a paragraph of what I want that issue to be, or what that, or like, okay, so full disclosure, when writing the story, it's usually an elevator pitch. It's going to be something along the lines of, like kind of, I'll use the grilling thing that we joked about before. Young grill master discovers that there is a secret tournament to determine who is the best grill master in all the world, and suddenly finds himself embroiled in a brawl for it all, but not with hands, but with his spatula and his grill. And that's the bullet point. And I come back, I fill in everything with like maybe a couple of paragraphs, maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs, kind of more fleshing out what that world is supposed to be like, the things that are of importance, who the antagonists are, if there's any side characters, what is the overall goal of the story. And then when it's time to do the issue, it's write out, that's when you get the page by page, and then I go back and I write a full script. Now, if it's a situation where I'm going to be the person that is drawing it, whereas in the case of this kind of manga type thing I'm going to do, this little one-shot thing I'm going to do, that would be the case. I don't need to do a full script. I know what I want to see. Though I will leave some notes just in case if there's something like hyper specific that I think I might forget. Or what'll happen is I will go back and if it's like in the case of what I gave to Quinn for our little 5-page preview, I was hyper specific, but also at the same time letting Quinn know that I want him to go wild. Like, and then he and I will talk on the phone. He'll be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or do you think I should do this here with this panel? Blah, 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 whatever. Or he'll show me something he did, just kind of letting me know where his head's at. And I'll go, I like what you're doing. Take it as far as you want to take it. Or I'll say, hey, actually, or take this. Can you flip it and do it this way? Or we'll be like, or he'll come to me and say, hey, I think just based on reading this, I feel like the characters in the background should be doing this. And I'll say, you know what? I never even fucking considered that. Go with it. Okay. Like that's that. I know I took that a lot longer than what I actually initially planned, but that's, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's our last question from Discord, right?
Yeah. And there was one thing
well, what's up? No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, say.
Well, no, I wonder if we do. So you and I had a conversation about doing something, and I wonder if we should do it. We'll probably try to do it next week. I'll ask you after.
Okay. Yeah. Always ask away. Yeah. I don't have. Look, Carter does not need one of these. I'm not mentally controlling him, or he is not. Carter is not under duress or anything of that magnitude. He is a whole person. He has thoughts and wants and needs.
It was something that you and I said we were going to do in regard to the cave, and we completely forgot about it. But since there's some other changes that are about to start, like I wonder if we should just do that.
We'll talk about it once we go off the air.
Right.
I'm gonna
questions from the chat.
Yeah, actually, I got 4 right in front of me, so we're gonna
do it.
Let's do this. First question, straight like it's I feel like Bill is like the stalwart, always like first, like first to show up and pull the blicky and start spraying. I love to see it. We have got the homie Bill says, question, did you get to support Russell Dodderman's Kickstarter for his Marvel art book? No, I did not. I'm kind of mad about it. He had a well-deserved blowout in overpassing his funding. Also, who saw X-Men Monday's Sinister Secrets? I didn't get to see that either. I actually had Russell Dodderman's Kickstarter pinned so that it would remind me so I could come in and swoop in. Unfortunately, I had some financial shit happen, and it just didn't work out that way. And I was kind of
coming out.
Yeah, it's basically it was basically all of Russell Dodderman's like some of the shit you see him post on like Twitter and shit. It was all that shit and a bunch of new stuff. And I am so I actually kind of want to reach out to no, I'm not going to do that. I almost want to reach out to him and be like, man, look, is there any way you're going to have this like available after the Kickstarter? But I don't even want to be green and do some shit like that. But I kind of want to at the same time. Cause I'm because Russell Dodderman is one of my favorite artists. So I'm really kind of fucked up about that. But no, I didn't get to read Monday's Sinister Secrets yet. I actually I'm not gonna lie, I don't really often read them, but I probably should. But I usually end up being pretty in tune even without it. So I kind of wonder. Yeah. Because I can't say what it is, but Moreira basically kind of confirmed some shit that I had suspected about his upcoming storm. I can't say what it is, but I don't know if it's even anything I've said publicly, but I'm pretty dialed in. I'm usually really dialed in, more than most people might think. We also got Detrick Morton with the question, says, who is an Omega level shapeshifter? Mystique, Apocalypse, Copycat, Megan, or some other that you may know of? I believe it's between Copycat and Megan, but what are your thoughts? Okay, so here's the thing. I know it definitely ain't Mystique. Mystique is not. Apocalypse, just based on the strength of the fact that he can control every single aspect of his genetic structure, he'd be close. I think Apocalypse would be close. Copycat. Okay, so here's the thing with Copycat. Because the thing that's going to actually make me kind of dictate whether I believe someone can be in because I want to look up something. I want to look up something about Copycat real quick. For those who don't know, Copycat, who oddly enough is technically in the MCU by virtue of Deadpool now. But they just don't make her look like she does in the comics. And she doesn't seem to have any powers in the Deadpool movies. But yeah, Deadpool's boo thing in those movies, that is Copycat. Or it's supposed to be Copycat, but for whatever reason, they didn't allow her to have powers. So here's the thing. She is a genetic metamorph, pretty much very similar to Mystique. But they say, unlike the shape-shifting abilities of Mystique, Copycat's morphing seemed to go to the genetic level where she could reproduce powers as well. That is what would make her, in my opinion, closer to being an Omega level mutant than what Mystique, because that was something they kind of hinted at in X-Men Blue Origins #1. They hinted that there might be more to Mystique's powers, but they have not been defined enough to really know. We know that she can genetically recreate life, or at least kind of genetically recreate the DNA of another man and their reproductive genetics, and seed a child and a woman. So it stands to reason maybe she could, if pressed, maybe she could replicate powers. kind of it's kind of like with Mystique and Morph are very similar in the sense they can replicate the physical abilities of other people, like claws, or like Mystique can create like she can synthesize glasses and shit like that, clothes and whatnot. But Copycat can actually copy powers. That would make me more inclined to say Copycat. If I remember correctly, and I don't know if they ever fixed this because I haven't really kept up, but did they ever fix Megan's whole thing where she couldn't control her transformations? Because I remember that was kind of a thing. Like, I remember when she would transform, she couldn't control it exactly. And I might be misremembering. Like I said, I'm a lot has changed with those characters. But yeah, I would say if anyone's close to being an Omega level shapeshifter, Copycat and Apocalypse would probably be your closest ones. That said, Y-Tube Noob says, question, what are Blerd's thoughts on Loser Ranger Volume 10? Shit hitting the fan, and Fighter D is out here. Okay, so full disclosure. I actually have not gotten to 10 yet. I'm about to. But I can just tell you based on the stuff that I've seen so far, just in the previous 9 volumes, y'all gonna stop putting them putties down.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all go stop sleeping. Oh, no, I'm not going to say anything. There are no spoilers here. All I'm going to say is, don't worry, I'm not about to say anything. All I'm going to say, y'all going to learn to respect them. God, like, y'all go, like, Fighter D is going to change the way y'all look at the putties on Power Rangers. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all going to be like, man, what if one of the motherfuckers decided to come up? Oh yeah, oh no, dude, Fighter D is a whole problem. I'm just and oh man, I'm loving that show. So like right now, dude, like if you are a Tokusatsu fan, you are eating right now when it comes to anime and manga right now. Between Go-Go Loser Ranger, Kaiju number 8, there's something else that's out there right now too, and I don't know why I'm blanking on the name of it. But yeah, right now, dude, we are eating. We're eating good right now, man. We're eating. Also, by the way, if you are a Toku fan, you are eating right now. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. You eating right now. I shared a clip the other day on Twitter of one of the recent Kamen Rider movies, and I was like, bruh, y'all ain't ready. When you see, look, I
was gonna ask you, did you say other questions up? My chat just cleared out for some reason.
No, I still got him. I got him.
Cool.
Well, mine is through Social Ninja, so like I can see.
Okay, so you good? Okay.
Yeah, I can see everything. I can see everything.
Just vanished from me, bit.
Though you saying that did actually make me go back and look to see if anything else changed over on in the dashboard. I was like, oh shit, let me go double check. We also got Mailman here with the question says, I may be completely out of the loop because I wasn't reading them, but I liked the idea of Storm and T'Challa. Why do some people absolutely hate the concept? They say it was a mistake. No, I don't think T'Challa and Storm being together was a mistake. I tell you what I do think it was a mistake. I do think it was a mistake retconning how they met. Okay. That part I did not like. Because they kind of implied that they met when they were younger and that they kind of slick implied they were already like fucking like when they were like kids. And I didn't like that part of it. That part was kind of gross to me. Not gonna lie to you. Did not like that aspect of it. Not even one little bit.
I do know that some people didn't like it because it seemed like the obvious pairing, and people thought that was hella corny. Why did you have to just? So you could have put anybody together, and you had to couple those two. Like that's one big reason I know that a lot of people didn't like it.
I will give you that one.
Yeah.
That is I will. Yeah. You know what? I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Also, I'm finally catching up on some of the older chat. That's also what I said. Barbecue. Talking about barbecue manga. Hey, look, I've been reading manga about a lot of weird shit lately that I never. Right now, for those who don't know, I'm reading Dog's Red, which is a manga about a figure skater who suddenly gets kicked out of the figure skating league and ends up falling into hockey. So I've been enjoying the shit out of that. I've been watching Haikyuu. And enjoying the fuck out of that. That show actually makes me cry a lot, which is I hate that it makes me cry sometimes. Happy cry, not sad cry. Though sometimes sad cry.
All right, now this is the last question, so you got to make it a good one.
Yeah. Oh, greens, still great. There you go. Even though I believe owning golf courses should be illegal. Oh man, this was gonna be tough because I see I got my eyes on a couple of questions right now. One I kind of feel like we've already kind of answered before, so I'm not gonna answer that one. I am gonna answer Mr. January 16th. Says question: are either of you disappointed in the limited amount of Bishop's appearance in X-Men 97? Seems like he was there as a vehicle to explain how Cable ended up in the future as a child. You're not wrong. I was a little disappointed, but here's the one thing I will say about that. Here's the one thing I will say about that, and I will put some respect. I'll put some respect on the creatives on this. Is that we already kind of knew that we were getting a season 2, and this is an ensemble cast, so not everybody's gonna get a chance. That was kind of my point on Twitter when I made the remark that characters like Beast, Wolverine, Gambit, Morph, and Bishop got significantly less screen time than even Storm did. Storm got a lot. She got a lot of screen time. She got more than most people. She actually got short of Cyclops and Jean and Rogue. Short of Cyclops, Jean, Rogue, and Magneto, Storm is 5th in line for most screen time. And everyone else I just mentioned, they aren't even close. They're not even close in terms of dialogue economy and big and having big moments. Storm is ahead of a lot of them, by a country mile, even. By a country mile. So yeah, but the thing is, it's an ensemble cast. So yeah, not everybody's gonna get a chance. Not everybody's here's the thing. This is something, and I know a lot of people hate Tom Brevoort, but here's the thing. I actually respect him a lot because he said the thing that I think a lot of previous X-Men editors have been too afraid to say to X-Men fans. Your favorite mutant isn't always gonna get what you want them to get.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they're gonna have to wait. You remember Terrence Howard in Iron Man, and he looked at that suit and he was like,
"Next time, baby."
Yeah, next time, baby. Yeah, sometimes that Beast.
There just wasn't a next time.
Yeah, for him, there was a next time for that's next time for Don Cheadle, but not for him. But no, sometimes you Beast. That was Beast this season. He had to look at that at the X Mansion, the Blackbird, whatever. Next time, baby. And while a lot of people say, oh, well, Gambit had the best moment of the whole season. Yes, he did, but he was also barely in the show. Think about that. He got the episode where they finally focused on him was the one where he got clapped. Take that how you wanna. Morph never even got an episode, just moments. Zingers and shit. And then, don't get me started on, and I don't give a fuck about Wolverine. Let's be clear. I don't give a fuck about Wolverine. But the thing is, Wolverine's biggest moment came the episode before he got laid down, and told to chill the fuck out. So, I mean, like I said, man, it's a thing. It's a thing, man. It's a thing.
Well,
that was questions, and now we got super chats.
Because we got to give a shout out to Paris Yule, though.
No. First off, Paris Yule hooked us up. Paris Yule hooked us up with 5 gifted out here just blessing which by the way, I gotta say, dude, I don't know if it's gonna show up in here. Yeah, I think it's not gonna show up in here, but but Paris Yule's been out here, just been a force on both dude, first off, a force on both Thursdays and Saturdays. That means you are a whole ass maniac. You are out here, but also being a force over on leftface.tv over on the Twitch side. So I love to see it. I love to see the support, man. Thank you so much. We've got Cole out here with the 199, says, my baby mom an Omega Metamorph. Can't win them all. I mean, here's the thing you gotta think about, though. Here's the thing you gotta think about it. I'd be scared of having, if I was Deadpool, I'd be kind of happy that Vanessa ain't no shapeshifter in the in them Deadpool movies, because dude, you know how bad she'd be tearing his ass up. Shit, he thought he was catching it on International Women's Day.
I'm gonna read this 10 from Paris Yule because my mind went a completely different direction than what you said. Paris Yule is saying that I'm just listening
You're
today
the same place
while getting my son ready for prom. Oh shit! Okay.
Oh, it's prom day.
Prom season. You got to show whatever outrageous Steve Harvey-esque suit you didn't put that boy in. Enjoy your weekend, and I appreciate the recommendations. And tell us, how can we help get you over that 100K? You are at what, 96 right now?
Yeah, we're 90. Yeah, we're 90. So yeah, we're almost X-Men 97. First off, here I gotta do this. I gotta do that for you, son. Got to. Hope they enjoy the prom, and be safe out there, because be safe. But also, that's such an amazing time, and man, just go do you. Go out there, kick it, man. Hang out with your friends. Just do it big. That's all I can say. But as far as getting over the 100, man, honestly, the only way that, the only thing I tell you what, it's a simple thing. I'm not asking, and I want to be clear when I say this. I'm not asking for any money from anybody. I'm not asking anybody to go out and, scream my name at the top of the highest building in whatever city you live in. I'm not asking anybody to fly a plane across the sky. All I'm going to ask that you do is that, if you see I post a video, hey, drop a like. Drop a like. And you know what? Give it a share. Honestly, sharing, liking the video helps tremendously. Don't get me wrong. Liking, I want everyone liking the videos. Liking the videos, honestly, because here's the thing. Yes, it is technically a way for YouTube to kind of know what you like so they can recommend more stuff like that to you. But it's also how YouTube determines what to recommend to other people like yourself, and what to recommend to a larger audience. Like, case in point, when I do a video that gets over 1,000 likes, that video does well. Like, if I have 10,000 people watch a video, and if just 1,000 of those people click like on that video, YouTube is going to keep pushing that video more and more and more and more. And that's just with 1,000. Imagine if every single person, if I put out a video that did 10,000 views, and every last single one of those 10,000 people hit that like button, do you know what YouTube would do with that video? That's a video that easily does 1 million views. Easy. That video just goes fucking crazy. I don't, man, I'll put it like this. When I look at here, I want to do this real quick just because I want to show you guys something, and it's something that I've only been able to accomplish once in my life. And I'm very proud of it, mind you. Very, very fucking proud of it. And Carter, I don't know if here, let's do this. So, you know what happens to a video that gets 10 plus? Like 10,000 plus likes, Carter? You know what happens to that video?
No.
Here, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so here, let's get all this BS up out the way. Bam, there we go. So see this right here? I don't know, you might not be able to see the number, but I'll put it like this. This is a video. You know, let's go to the analytics. Fuck it. I'm gonna show y'all how the sausage is made. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it. So this is a video. Dude, people are still watching this video. That's crazy. I posted this video 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's see. Reach. Here we go. This video still gets looked at to this very fucking day. It still gets looked at to this very fucking day. And here, I want to do since uploaded. Here, let's do this. Okay, bam. So this video has had 21.6 million impressions, 1.3 million views. Now, this video has also had over 14,000 likes.
Mm-hmm.
That video did not get to 1.3 million views because I did anything. I got that 1.3 million views because y'all were clicking like on that video.
From viewers like you.
Yeah, from viewers like you. You clicked like on that video. You probably shared the video. And here's the thing, and I know Paris knows. I'm talking to just you, the gentle listener or watcher. You are kingmakers. And I don't think y'all realize that sometimes. Y'all are kingmakers and queen makers, royalty makers, you know, however you want to look at it. But still, you determine my popularity. You determine my popularity. And I promise you, like that's an insane thing to me. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's an insane thing for me to see. To see a video that I had get like 1 million views, get 100,000 views. And you know what? All those videos, like here, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back just a little bit because I kind of want to show you guys a trend. And it's that all those videos, like here, I'm gonna go to this Mr. Terrific video. Let's see how many, okay, so this Mr. Terrific video I got here. 145,000 views. Do you know how many likes it has, Carter? 6.1 thousand. 6.1 thousand. And I didn't do that. Y'all did that. I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. Here, let's see. Let's go back to popular. This right here, Justice League. Hell, this one had just 3.9. You tell this video's old, because that's like the old ass fucking intro.
Yeah, I remember that intro. I hear the song, but don't hear it. But I hear the fucking words. I hear this.
He's like, goddamn. He's like, ain't this about a bitch? He's like, wait a minute. We go back in the Wayback Machine. But yeah, that's the thing. It is the people who support me. And once again, when I say support, I'm not just talking about doing super chats. I'm just talking about people who come in. You come in, you watch the stream, you give me your time, you click that like button when you come in the door, you click that like button before you leave the door even or whatever. I don't know, whenever you decide to click it. And when you say, you know what, man, dude, this video was fire, man. You know what? I'm gonna share this shit. I don't, like I can share my own shit and people will click on it and maybe go see it, but it's always, it is way more impactful when people who aren't me do it, because YouTube sees that and they go, wait a minute. Motherfuckers, like 10,000 motherfuckers like this video. Yeah, this is heat, man. We got to push this out. They say, dude, wait. How many people shared this? Oh, wow, dude, like 1,000 people shared this video? All right, shit, man. Push that bitch on up. And like I said, I don't want anyone to think that like I'm shaming anyone or that I'm trying to like call anybody out. No, I'm not doing that at all. I'm just letting you guys know, you guys have real power. You have way more power than you think. I mean, let's be real. Me becoming who I am right now was a fucking fluke. Okay? Like, I'm being honest with y'all. Like, whenever because some of you have reached out to me asking my advice on how you can become a content creator. And I always tell y'all the same thing. I don't know. I fucked up into this shit. But it was y'all that caught me before I hit the ground and said, hey, look, sit down over here, King. Sit down over here, King. Like, that's like, this is y'all. This is y'all. It's not me. It's y'all. Y'all are the kingmakers here. So, I mean, yeah, I can put out the content and, I can think that it is as good or as bad or as whatever, but it's y'all, the people who enjoy this stuff, y'all the ones that are doing me a favor. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like y'all aren't the most important part of this thing. So yeah, I mean, if you want to help me out, you want to help me get to 100,000, I mean, I would appreciate it. I would always appreciate it. It's like getting that silver play button. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already kind of crying thinking about like the prospect of getting it, but that is up to y'all. So I just say, hey, just, if you ever, even if you don't, honestly, even if you don't watch every single video, I'm not asking everybody to watch every single fucking video I put out, but whenever you do watch a video, just, try to remember to leave a like. And if you have a mind to share the video with like if you're a part of any like, nerd groups or comic groups, whatever, feel free to share it in those circles. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, it would help me out tremendously. And hey, and I don't know. When you go to your local comic shop, be like, hey man, do you watch Blerd Without Fear? Hey man, dude, check this out. Or hey man, I've been checking out this one cat, man. He was talking about this book, da 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 da. And like you know how we were talking earlier about how books blow up in comic shops on the local level? Same way. You talk about me, and I become a part of your circle, and that's what does it.
Well, that's one way to end it.
Well, it would be, but we got one more super chat.
Do we?
Yeah, we do, actually. We actually got one here. We got one here from Joel C, because, we weren't going to get out of here with getting a 1999 super chat. We got one here from Joel C. Says, just want to show some love to my favorite blurs. Do y'all think we'll see Blue Marvel in the MCU? I don't, that becomes more dubious.
That's $1 million question, dog.
Honestly, the prospect of it becomes more dubious with every year. You know what I mean? I want to be able to say yes. I want to be able. I want to be able to say yes. But as time goes, I mean, yeah, I want that to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want that to be a thing, but I don't know if Marvel is, because, okay, I'm going to tell you why. If motherfuckers are already acting a whole monkey about a real life, actual fucking samurai who was black, crying about how this man was not really a samurai, that he was just a slave, and that a retainer is not the same thing as a samurai, imagine how those motherfuckers are going to act when we get a fictional melanated man who is as powerful as Superman. Imagine how they are going to act. And that motherfucker be on the big screen. They're going to be calling DEICRT, FBI, all other kind of acronyms out here. Please believe that they are going to do it. And I'm telling you right now, that's how these people act. And while I said it earlier,
Fictional characters.
that is how they are going to respond. Carter, you know what they're going to say?
It's woke.
That's what they're going to say. That's what they're
I'm leaving now. I don't like that you just have a Tyrone drop. I am leaving now. I will be in the TV room for everybody that wants to watch the newest 2 episodes of Windbreaker. He has a Tyrone. Yeah. You know what make it worse? He already had the audio for it. That was bad enough. Just to see this ugly ass boy.
Sorry about the echo, y'all. I didn't realize it was going through two different things. But yes. That said, yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Anyway, so for Carter Presents, I am the Blerd without fear. You know what? I'm gonna shoot a shot today. And all y'all racists mad about Yasuke? You can go to hell.